Hey everybody, say we live. Y'all do me a favor, like this video, share this video, call your mama and them and tell them come on. Your mama might be in the bed, but tell your cousin then to come on. Y'all give me a second. I gotta make sure everything going for my folks on MX Network and we will get started. Hit that like button though. What's up? And share this video. Again, I like this way of the video. I like the big screen. I got my sign up. But YouTube don't favor these type of videos no more. They like you to be on your like handheld device in your phone and shit. But we'll see. I did get a notification. Maybe they did me right and sent out some notifications. We'll see. Either way, we're gonna have this conversation tonight. Because apparently they say the government shutdown is over and Trump is sending us all $2,000. Okay. Okay. We're gonna look at the stuff everybody else don't want to look at. I get so tired of people who always want to just dwell on the surface, right? As we have a lot of surface dwelling. So we're going to go a little bit deeper in this conversation because shit is not always what it seems. Shout out to you, got your notification. Good. Maybe they act like they got some sense tonight. Y'all do me a favor, like this video, you guys, so that it can get into the algorithm. Shout out to everybody on MX Network. If you do not want to watch the commercials on YouTube, you can go over to MX Network. If you do not have a subscription, you can get the link in the description of the YouTube video. And you can watch MX Network lives with your free subscription while we're live, okay? So if you would like to come over there and you don't want to watch these commercials, come on over with everybody else. We have a chat over there. You can talk over there as well. So it's the same thing, except you don't have to watch commercials. Let me see. We got Lady Elect in the house. Okay, I'm getting all kind of dang notifications. All right, YouTube, maybe we can get it together tonight, you guys. I'm sorry I ain't been here. I meant to come back the other night, but the internet gods was like, no, you talked enough. Shut your ass up because my internet was not working. So I just said fine and went to bed. If y'all know me, you know I'm one of them people that if you give me any reason not to go somewhere, I'm gonna say okay. And I want y'all to know that going live on YouTube and on MX Network is like going somewhere because I have to interact with a bunch of people. When I get off here, I feel like I've been at the club energetically wise. Okay. So when they was like the internet not working, I was like, all right, good. I'm going to bed. But the internet is back. And I'm not on mom duties tonight. I have other stuff to do. So we are here. But we have to have this conversation, y'all, about the government being shut down. Before we do that, I'm gonna give everybody a second to get in here and see how many folks get these notifications. I do want to address a few things for people who are going to watch this video and watch the playback of it. I want to say a couple things to y'all. Okay. Now, if the shoe does not fit, do not wear. I'm not talking to you. A lot of y'all like to like jump in the comment section and get your little feelings hurt, but nobody is talking to y'all. And I really need people to work on that. Okay. I mean, y'all do that all the time. Sometimes when I'm roasting people, you will get upset about the roast because what I said hit you in your heart, but I'm not even talking to you, right? Like when I was going off on Goddess Masterpiece and I said she don't got no teeth because she don't brush her teeth. That's why some of her teeth is missing. And a person in the chat was mad because their teeth is missing too. I wasn't fucking talking to you. Okay? I wasn't talking to y'all. When Vicky Dillard kept calling me a grandma, bitch, you a grandma. That's why you a grandma. I'm responding to a person, not y'all. And I said, bitch, you can't talk about me being a grandma when your womb don't work. It got cobwebs in it and you'll never be a mother nor a grandma. Y'all was all like, Michi, this is insensitive because I can't have babies. I wasn't fucking talking to you. Okay, so y'all gotta like, if you're gonna rock with me, you gotta rock right or rock the hell on, okay? Because I don't got time for y'all bullshit. If I'm not talking to you, stop taking things so offensively. Even if I'm responding to somebody else, I'm responding to what they said. The only reason I said so about the bitch womb is because she's trying to tease me for the fact that what? I had children that have children. Seemed like a very even response. So if the shoe don't fit, stop jumping y'all asses and wearing them. That's all I'm saying to you. Like if I'm not talking to you, shut up. Keep things in the word. The word tonight is called context. Context. Motherfucking context, okay? So understand what's being said and why it's being said. Get out your feelings. I don't have time for your bullshit. The next announcement that I would like to give is that I've had several people come in my chat and y'all always be like, they're bots, Michi. I hate when y'all say that too. They bots and they're trolls. Everybody is not. I hate this new word of troll. Sometimes people can disagree with you. And sometimes people are going to come in this comment section and they're going to disagree with me. Just because a person thinks what I'm saying is stupid or they don't agree, or just like the people who are like, y'all should get a job instead of worrying about food stamps. And y'all like, Michi, them is just bots. Let me tell you something. Whether they a bot or not, when sometimes they're not. The point is that addressing them, there is a group of people in this country who feel exactly like that comment, okay? So I'm addressing that comment. I don't give a fuck if Jesus typed the shit from heaven, okay? I don't care who typed it. A bot in China, a motherfucking troll, or somebody on a fake page trying to play games like got his masterpiece. I address those comments because there are lots of people who do feel that way. So it's relevant to address it because I'm addressing anybody who has that thought. And to think that people don't think like that, that's kind of slow with some of y'all. Okay. So that's the next thing. Some people do come in and disagree. So don't tell me these people is bots. Now, two people who keep making these comments in my comment section, they've made other comments on other videos. And the way that they talk, I know that they're people. So let me say something to y'all based on their comments. What I've been hearing is that I preach doom and gloom, okay? And it seems like that's all that I do. And so you like me, but you're tired of hearing that. Let me explain something to you. Bitch, why is you on my channel? Okay, that wasn't an explanation of something, that was a question. So I'm gonna start with a question. Bitch, why are you on my channel? I hate when people come around here and you speak to me like you know me. I liked Michi, but you can't like me, motherfucker, if you don't know me. And apparently when y'all come in here and y'all make these kind of comments, you don't know me. Because since I've been on the scene, I would like to think all of my content is probably doom and gloom, nigga. We either been talking about police brutality, how black people have been murdered. We talk about racism in this motherfucker. We talk about how we need to fight against the system. We talk about all the black men we find hung down in the South. We talk about all the folks that get killed in the prisons by the police. We talk about all the civil rights lawsuits that are out there. We talk about oppression. We talk about racism. And we talk about the government and the things that are going on in our country that are not necessarily good. So I'm just not sure, when the fuck have I ever come on here and baked cupcakes with y'all? I don't sleepwalk, but did I? Like, have I ever baked cupcakes with y'all? Have we ever made homemade Skittles the healthy way? Have I ever come on here and talked to you about life is great, you got to be inspired? Like, when the fuck have I ever given sunshine, flowers, Care Bears, and fucking Skittles on this channel? When? So please quit talking to me. I hate when you newbies. And when I say you're new, what I mean is you ain't been around here long enough to know who the fuck I am. You could have been here 6 months. Stop speaking on me like you know me. That's all you seem to do. That's what I do. This channel is about uncovering truths that you don't want to deal with. Let's bring up something else in that. Ignorance is bliss. If you like living in bliss and ignorance, you ought not fucking be on this channel. You shouldn't be on this channel at all. Somebody said unsubscribing, just kidding. Hey, do whatever you need to do, and that's for anybody. They play it, but if you need to go, by all means go. Nobody is holding you hostage here, because this is the one thing I've learned. Ignorance is bliss. And it wasn't until my eyes have been opened to all of the bullshit that is real, not fake shit, but the reality of what we go through in our day-to-day lives in this country, the way things have been manufactured, to understand the truth behind the matrix. Yeah, like it does take that bliss away from you not to be ignorant. So if y'all want to act like our country not going to hell in a handbasket, bitch, don't come over here. If you want to act like the fuck shit that's going on ain't really gonna ever affect you, don't come over here. Wait until life busts you over your head and the shit that I talk about that you don't want to hear fuck you up your ass, and then turn around and then don't come back to my channel when that happens, okay? we're going to always talk about the reality of shit. And I get tired of people, all it is doom and gloom. Bitch, you live in nothing but doom and gloom. Let me break down some doom and gloom for y'all, okay? You woke up this morning. Okay, the fucking pillow you probably laid on got some type of chemicals in the feather that's been giving your ass brain cancer, okay? Down to the fucking braids we got in our head. You go brush your teeth. The fluoride is poisoning you. And my God, did you put that sink water in your mouth? I hope you spit it out and you didn't swallow it. All of the shit that's in the water that poison you because your skin is the biggest motherfucking organ that absorbs everything, right? Down to the shit that you listen to on TV and the radio that's been conditioning you. The fact that your government has pharmaceutical companies that are the biggest drug dealers ever that is out here giving you medication for a goddamn, not a cure, right? But to deal with the ailment so they can continue to give you motherfucking drugs. You go outside, it's all kind of pollution in the air that you're breathing in. Your kids is goddamn crazy. They going to school and they eating roadkill. You don't even know what the fuck it is. Pretty soon it's just gonna be bugs because there ain't gonna be no goddamn animals. You go to the store, you trying to buy dinner, you get a chuck roast and you have no idea that motherfucker been 3D printed. Now you're at home eating 3D printed with your goddamn cancer causing deodorant on. You know what I'm saying? And you got a kid who don't like to eat meat, they picky, so they want a bowl of poison called tricks, right? So you pour them some motherfucking cereal. The whole time you poisoning your damn kid, but you love him. And then you lay them down to some shit to condition their mind. Not mentioning that you took your ass off to a job and worked all day that kept you from your kids, your life, your livelihood, and enjoying the God-given thing that God has given you. And you allowed your kids to be raised in a public school all day long where they are pumping all of the opposite of what you teach them into their head. You come home for a couple hours. If you're lucky, you can make dinner and sit down and eat with your kids for 2 hours. And too much of that don't go on thanks to the way the country has put us. And then your kids got to hurry up and go to bed so they can be raised by their real parents in the morning. So you can go back to the slave labor that you do every day and you work your ass off and still can't motherfucking pay your rent. Bitch, don't come over here if you don't want the reality. Live in your ignorant ass bliss and be happy. Don't come here because you will get your bubble burst. I just want you to know that, okay? So this is not to coddle you. This is the reality channel. Your feelings are going to be hurt. You're going to leave in shock. You're going to have to deep think about some shit. You might feel stupid after coming to my channel, walking your ass into a store on Thanksgiving and buying some fucking Thanksgiving dinner. You might feel stupid and hear Michi's voice in your head when you get ready in a struggling economy and you doing bad to go and run up your credit cards, get some payday loans so you can fucking buy your kids some dumbass presents based on capitalism. And you got the nerve to be a Christian because your Bible says that's a pagan holiday. But you gonna give all you got to tell your kids a motherfucking white man came down the chimney and gave it to him. Don't come to my channel because I will ruin your ignorance. So if you are like the people who keep making these comments, and I am doom and gloom, baby. I am. That's my motherfucking evil villain laugh. Nigga, yes. Don't come over here then, okay? This is who I am. This is who I've always been. We're going to deal in reality over here. And in that reality, you're going to become free from some things. If you can deal with the pain of the reality of the things you have to look at, you're going to find some freedom in that, right? And you're also going to turn around and probably have to let go of some of your beliefs. If you stick on this channel long enough, you will have experienced cognitive dissonance, right? Where your beliefs are challenged and your beliefs sound like bullshit because when the evidence, keyword here, the evidence in your face tells you that what you believe is some bullshit. And just because you believe it with your soul doesn't mean that it's right. I'll have you questioning your whole motherfucking life. Absolutely. That's what we do over here. So welcome to the show. Like this video, share this video, subscribe if you have not, and hit the notification bell. And if you don't want to watch these commercials over here on YouTube, then you can come to the network that I created because the truth that I tell gets me in trouble. And we never know how long I'll be here on YouTube. I'm surprised they gave me my monetization back. We'll see how long that lasts. And you don't have to watch the commercials over there, okay? And the subscription to watch the live is free, but you might want to get a full subscription so you can watch everything else over there or watch the live the day after in case you missed it, okay? So with that said, your mama and your daddy and your greasy granny, get out my chat with the dumb shit. Either act like you know where you are or don't come over here. Nobody walks in the bank and be like, wow, y'all got money in here? Yeah, bitch, it's a bank. Yeah, understatement. Because most banks don't have no money today. It don't really be no bank, no money in there. Go out there, somebody with some real money, go to the bank and be like, can I get 50 G's of my money today? They ain't even got it. They gonna have to tell you to come back another day. So maybe that was a bad analogy. But you know what the hell I'm trying to say. Now, with that said, shout out to everybody on MX Network in the house. Let me go back to these super chats because I am getting older, absolutely, and but my peripheral vision still works. But I feel like somebody grandma for real because when I read shit, I gotta pull it away from my face like this now. Ooh, what do they say? But my peripheral vision works, and I did see some super chats come through. Let me go back and read them. Shout out to Stephen in the house with the $5 holler. Says I promise. Let me put that up on the screen. I promise I won't get offended because I ain't got no tooth. My dentures fall out on the crap table in Vegas. Well, you know what? Look, you gotta learn to love yourself. If that's what it is, that's what it is. That's what it is. Now I'm gonna tell you, ain't nothing wrong. You don't got no teeth and your toothlesses be falling out in Vegas. What is the problem is that if you know you don't have teeth, what you should not do is start to talk about somebody else's appearance. See, that's how that happened. The bitch wanted to talk about me, so I'm like, I know you not, bitch, what? I need you to stop talking about me until you fix that. So that's the only thing. Like, if you ain't got no teeth, you good in the hood, but just don't start talking about somebody that got all their teeth. You kind of like, make yourself a target. But the comments people don't want. Shout out to you for the $2 in your dentures. I might need some dentures one day, but I'm gonna make sure I don't talk shit about people who don't have dentures. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna do when I get my dentures. Shout out to Outlander with the $10 holler says, I support you, even though I support Trump too. I appreciate you giving perspectives on both sides. Well, that's what's up. Thank you for the $10. And look, you can support Trump. You can support the other side. I don't have a dog in that fight. I'm not fighting for either people. I just look at what's going on and be fair. Trump has done things that I don't disagree with, but then he's done some shit that I'd be like, what the fuck wrong with this man? Kamala drunk ass, Biden, all of them I can say the same things about. So for me, it's fine. I just think people need to open their minds to perspective. The only thing I hate is when people are so like fanatic for Trump that they sound like the crazy people for Kamala. Now, y'all do know that you can support a candidate, but that doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they've done. Like, you can say, I agree with that, but that I don't really agree with. Like, sometimes I think we get caught up in if we support somebody, we have to support everything they say and do. It's okay to say, I don't agree with this one thing that they've done so far. That I don't like. This is all right, but that's some bullshit. Like, it's okay to say that, but I find a lot of people don't know how to do that. So I don't care who you support, Democrat, Republican, Trump, or whoever. Y'all are welcome here. We're just gonna unfold the truth. So thank you for seeing that, and thank you for the $10 super chat. Shout out to Kimberly with the $5 holler in the house. Says I love your commentary. Well, thank you, and thank you for showing up, giving a view, and supporting with the $5 holler. Shout out to EW with the $5 holler. And then we got That's Crazy, Bish Aries. You are hated on these YouTube streets, girl. What you be doing to people? They be in their lives talking about you. I hate her ass. You is right. They do not like you. But shout out to you. We love you over here. Thank you for the $10 holler. Says I can't wait for the boot camp. Oh, let me put that back up there. I can't wait for the boot camp, Michi, and the consultation. Fuck trash piece. You talking about masterpiece? Yeah, she is trash. She is trash. And shout out to you and for everybody. If you are interested in the boot camp, we do have a few seats left, but y'all done. Damn, that boot camp is full as hell. So we added a few more seats because I have some people who I've talked to. They're like, look, I'm not going to be there on the Wednesdays. And so we have opened up a couple more spots because so many of y'all have asked. But I want to say, as of the last time I checked, I think we have 18 spots left. That's it. I'm sure by the time the class comes, those will be filled up. But if you are interested in the boot camp, you guys, all of the information is in the description of the YouTube video, you guys, in the description of that box. You can go down there, you can click on the link there. You can also find the link for MX Network if you don't want to watch the commercials over on YouTube. But I'm excited. Boot camp starts Sunday, and I'm excited. We're going to have fun. I like the live classes. I look forward to the Wednesdays, you guys, because y'all get to take off your microphones. We get to talk. It's not just me teaching. Wednesdays are y'all night for y'all to ask all the questions in the world. So all the boot camps are a little bit different because we're like this group that comes together, and each class I have is a different group of personalities and people. Should we spend 6 weeks together, and we have 2 classes a week, so we get to know each other. So I'm excited. Sunday is almost here, y'all. And if anybody wants any questions about the 6-week boot camp, you're going to learn over 10 ways to make money online, marketing, how to manage your website in the back, how to build a website, how to promote your products without being a social media influencer. You do not have to have a social media page at all. You can run a business, make tons of money online, and you ain't got to have a TikTok, and you ain't got to have an Instagram. You ain't got to have none of that shit for your business. Things have changed, right? And so we're going to get into all of that and a whole lot more. But any of the other information you want, just click the link. You guys go over to the page and you can read it all for yourself. All right. Shout out to Sweetie Princess in the house with the $2 holla. Said, am I automatically signing for the boot camp? Making sure. Yeah. So Sweetie Princess, what I want you to do, I can send you an email, but I'm gonna tell you right now. So what you got to do, because I already put you in. You should have the email. If not, just go over to mxcourses.net. Okay. Go over to mxcourses.net. When you get there, go to log in, put in your email, because that's what you were signed up with, the email that you emailed me with, that you emailed me and sent me. So go in there, put that in, and then put that you forgot your password, and then it will allow you to create a password, because since I put you in, you don't have a password yet. Because I didn't make you one. So you have to make your own. So you're in there under your email address. And when you do that, and then you create your password, put that you forgot it, create your password, and then you should be able to log in, go over to your dashboard, and you're going to see all of the information. You already have the links to every week, all of this outline for the syllabus for every week, all of your quizzes, your homework, and everything is in there. Okay. So go over there and check it out and make sure that everything works definitely before Sunday gets here. Okay. Don't wait till the last minute, because when I start teaching, I'm not in the emails because I'm in the classroom. Okay, y'all. So everybody go log in and make sure y'all stuff work and do it before Sunday. Okay. Because if you email me Sunday when class starts, you're not going to get no response. All right. But don't worry, you're about to, for everybody in sign up, you're about to get a bunch of emails. You're about to get a bunch of them in the next couple of days, to make sure that you have everything, reminders, links, all of that good stuff. So as long as you're in your email paying attention, you will be fine. Shout out to Faith is all we need. Always over here showing love with the $5 holla. Says Michi is a critical thinker. She makes you have your own independence thinking mind. Absolutely. We're not gonna be dumb. We're not gonna be dumb people and just, swayed to and fro. We got minds of our own. We got to just tell folks, God gave me this mind, and we're gonna use this shit. And shout out over on MX Network. We got Candace with the $10 holla. Says you teach how to make money online. Boot camp was great. Okay, I'm sorry. Your how to make money online boot camp was great. You teach survival skills. Taught me a lot about that life straw. You are fucking dope. So yes, you can go somewhere. Keep being you always, Michi. Thank you for that. Thank you for the compliment, and thank you for the $10. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Let me get this off the screen. Let's get into this conversation. Oh, let me say this one more thing. Somebody will be like, God damn, get on with the show. That's why I'm about to say one more thing. If you watch my show and you're watching this as the replay and you're like, damn, I wish this lady would hurry up and get to the topic. Bitch, you're in the wrong place. Okay. I want to say that too. You're in the wrong place. Go to CNN, go to MSNBC, go to the YouTubers who make pre-made edited videos, because they get straight to the point. We're over here having a conversation. Okay. In this show, I'm going to talk to the people in the chat. I'm going to read my super chats. I'm going to interact with my audience for as much as I can. And sometimes that will take us into a conversation, or I will stop what I'm saying for a moment to pay attention. We're having a conversation here. This is not a pre-live. If you want to know what other motherfuckers have to say about the shutdown and Trump's $2,000, then go watch them by all means. But if you watch me, we having a conversation. Calm down, take a deep breath, get your motherfucking cigarette, something to drink, put on your pajamas, take a shower, listen to it in the bath. I don't know, but if you don't want to watch it, fast the fuck forward, okay? But don't ever bring your ass to my channel about when she gonna get to the point. Bitch, when I feel like it, do you go to your auntie house, have coffee with her at the table, and be like, bitch, get to the point? No, you're having a conversation. We have conversations over here, okay? So once again, your mama, your daddy, and your greasy granny. But anyway, with that said, now let's get to the topic in the title. All right, y'all. So the government shutdown is over. Yes. How many of y'all are like, yay, it's over. It's over and everything can get back to normal. Um, I want to say to y'all in some all seriousness, like there's a lot that we can look at from this situation. Okay. So we're just gonna first go with the surface and then we're gonna go on down this rabbit hole, right? But we'll start at the top. And so the government shutdown has come to an end. They are still going through some things. So there's still people as of the 11th of today that don't have food. They are sitting in food lines. They are still trying to get their food to eat. There are people that work for the government, service people. They're still in food lines. They're still trying to get food and feed their family. But by the end of the week, probably by Friday or so, it will be over. And then whoever did not get their stamps or people who haven't got back pay, you will start to see those things, okay? But before people jump for joy, I want to remind you that your government will like choke you like this. Real motherfucking hard, and they'll choke you till right before you pass out. And then they'll be like, okay, we're just playing with you, bitch. And then you're appreciative for the little bit of air that they give you because they didn't keep choking you. You know what I'm saying? It's like some waterboard and shit. You just want to come up for air for a moment. And then you're grateful for that air, and it makes you think they're doing you a favor, and they're not. So I want you to understand, first of all, Trump is a gangster. I just want everybody to know that I've been told y'all that about Trump. Trump is an asshole, but Trump is a motherfucking gangster. Do you hear me? Like the kind of gangster that blow up cars with kids in it. He don't care. Kill that nigga, I said. And then, you know, it'd be a bomb on the car and then blow up. You know, there used to be rules like don't kill the kids. Trump don't care. Kill the kids, kill the grandma, kill everybody. I don't give a fuck, right? He's one of them kind of gangsters. Because I want you to pay attention to this government shutdown. In the beginning, they were debating over health care. And the Democrats did not want them to take away the Obamacare. The Trump administration, the Republicans don't want that shit no more, right? And so they say, well, we got to come to some agreement, but nobody wanted to budge. So Trump says, fuck it. Starve the people. Take away people's food stamps. And guess what? People just don't get paid. I don't care if the shutdown is long, but the food stamp part didn't have to happen. I want y'all to understand that, right? The food stamp part, I'm going to say that. I don't know how many times I got to say that because people are acting like the Democrats let the people starve. No. Now Democrats are dumbasses, but Republicans are too. Don't get it twisted, okay? I'm gonna need y'all to use your brain for real. They both on some bullshit. Now, Trump did not have to take away food stamps at all. The government can be shut down and food stamps, and there are certain programs that stay flowing. He chose to cut that shit off. Okay, that was all a Trump's move. That was all Republican people. That was Trump's move. That had nothing to do with the Democrats, and it did not have to fucking be done. Now, Trump is gangster though because he says starve the people. Right? Because that's exactly what it was. I know we like to believe that we live in this wonderful country, the land of the free, and America doesn't, but I want you to call it what it is. Your government decided to starve people. 40% of them were children. Okay? As a side note, how many of you know that in Gaza, okay, do you know that for as much as they argue and talk about the people in Gaza and their terrorists holding hostages and fighting the people in Israel, do you know that the Israels have policed the Gaza Strip all of this time? Do you know that before all of that war broke out between all of them and they were bombing places every day that didn't have terrorists in them, that there were families and children in, how many of you know that they would do things like turn off the water? Do y'all know that? So when people say, why do we care about what's going on in Gaza? I've always told you should study your enemies. And I just think you should look at the tactics that they've used. They also, because they're the ones that allowed things to flow and run into Gaza, there was a time when they would divide their rations of food. Jag the Diva says, yep, some of y'all, you know what I'm talking about. You should go and watch some of this stuff. The reason you should go watch it is because it's coming to a hood near you. That's the best way I can say it, right? And so you need to understand there was a time when they would ration their food and let them starve. They would say, well, we're only going to give them enough food for each person in their household to eat just enough so that they won't die. Like that's some crazy ass third world war shit. Yeah, well, that just happened in America. Are you see that the people don't like the gloom and doom? It's time for you to get the fuck up out this conversation because here comes the doom and gloom. Like people didn't have to be starved. So now the shutdown is over. But check this out. The shutdown is over. Maybe it's not truly over. We'll get there. But do you know that in this fighting in the shutdown, the Democrats didn't get shit? They're still back at square one. Meaning this is where they were when they started debating. The debate went from healthcare to we got to get people food. Do you see how Trump played that card? He is clearly a man that has read 48 Laws of Power. Some of you tell me you don't like the book because it's very evil and there's a lot of bullshit in there. Baby, to have power, you got to be an asshole. You didn't know that? You didn't know that to be the most powerful? And I have to explain this to y'all again and again. Trump is on a power trip. Trump, he ascends racism. Y'all keep saying he racist. No, he's worse than that. He think he better than even other white people. If you are not in his league and in his mind, nobody is in his league, he don't give a fuck about none of y'all. So in order to be empowered the way that he is, what he saw was a way to get what he wanted. Starve them motherfuckers. Most of the people on food stamps is Democrats any goddamn way. They probably didn't vote for me as it is. Starve their asses. So now the Democrats have caved in to get people their food stamps back. Follow me now. They caved in because they want to get people's food stamps back and they want to get people back to getting paid for working. So they caved in and agreed to end the shutdown. But the things that they caved in for had nothing to fucking do with why the shutdown started in the first place. And so you see the move that Trump pulled. He gave them some other shit to be concerned with. Now they're fighting these things over here, and the main focus of the fight ain't even being fought no more. Y'all see that? We went through all of this just for what? The government to come back to an agreement of what they could have been fucking did. Y'all said, let's postpone this shit. Let's get people their motherfucking food stamps. Let's get people, you don't even have to take people food stamps. I'm gonna keep saying that. Let's get these workers back to work. How about if we can't reach an agreement? We'll just postpone it and we'll talk about this later. The holidays are here. Let's not do this to people. Right? Somebody says, hold on. The Truth Please says, wow, who paid you off? Y'all say the dumbest shit up in here. Who paid me? Who paid me? Nobody has paid me. Is there a check somewhere that I should be getting? Who do I call? And you have the nerve for your name to be The Truth Please. You don't want the truth because everything I just said here was truth. What are you mad at? Are you mad because I said the whole government is playing games with us? Are you mad because Trump pulled some shit out his ass that he didn't have to do to people so that he could win this fight and change the focus of what the disagreement was even about in the government? Had nothing to do with fucking food stamps. And now here we are fighting about feeding people. That's not what the fuck this was about. So the thing is, what you don't know is I'm going to drop the link after I say what I have to say here tonight, okay? And you are more than welcome to hang around, not just be a punk bitch in the comment sections who like to say a lot of things that you will probably not click that link and come up here and have a conversation with me with. So I'm gonna need y'all to pipe down because I'm gonna call all y'all bluff and drop a link in just a minute here, okay? And the louder you talk in my chat, the louder and the faster I'm gonna expect you to click that fucking link and bring your ass up here by all means, okay? All right. So watch what you say or get ready to come up here and speak yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to send you to your room like I do my kids, and I'm going to time you out for 86,000 seconds. You can get the calculator on your phone while you're in your room on punishment, and you can figure out how long 86,000 seconds is, okay? And when that's over, you can come on back, all right? Don't fucking play with me. You see this gray in my hair? Bitch, I don't have time, okay? Been through a lot in life. I'm getting old. I don't have time for your bullshit or her bullshit or your grandma or your mama or your daddy, okay? So, yeah, click the link. That's what I want you to do. Shout out to New York, the doula services with the $20 holla says family. Michi is chosen. Thank you for that. Dick Gregory says when the universe picks you and you put on the magic glasses, you can no longer see things as we want to. We see things as they see. We see things as they see. You can never take them off. Absolutely. That is the truth. You can't unknow what you know. And I will say, while everybody's like in the store, like, yay, we going Christmas shopping, yay. Like those times feel really good. I don't participate in none of that. I don't cry about it and feel like I missed it. But there's a lot that people participate in life that they would call joyous times. It's not something I really participate in at all. And it might have been a fun time. Christmas was my favorite time, but I don't. Not a tree, not a wrapping paper, none of that shit around my house. Y'all wouldn't even know if it's Christmas if y'all ain't tell me. Shout out to you. She came back with another $10 holler. Says Trump wrote a book called Art of the Deal. I don't know. I ain't never read that. I didn't know that. But I'm sure if you're reading it, it probably tells you the techniques that he uses to do the shit that he does. Oh shit. Oh shit. Here he come talking again. The truth, please, said. See, this is what I mean. If anybody's like, stay on topic and get right to the subject, we're having a conversation. We have a wayward child in the conversation. We have to deal with them accordingly. So either just watch the show or get the fuck on, okay? That's it. That's simple. So now you want to come here and say both political parties are garbage. So you're garbage. And I want you to know why you're garbage. The reason you're garbage is because that's all I've said is that both sides are bullshit. So why would you be asking me who paid me? Anybody watching this show or any show, you will have seen that I don't sign to any one of these parties. We just tell the truth about what's going on either side. So who would be paying me? You see, I just feel like sometimes y'all don't get heard in your life. Do people not talk to you enough, sir? Huh? Does nobody ever ask you how your day was going or something to let you get shit off your chest? Because I think y'all come over to people's comment section when they have a lot of people watching and you just say stuff because you want somebody to notice you. You want to be heard. Because if you go to your channel and push live, nobody will be over there, right? Well, I'm gonna drop the link and I'm gonna give you that opportunity. But you know what they say, right? When you assume, because you ain't here assuming, you don't even let a motherfucker finish. They thought you like a dumbass now. Both parties are garbage. That's exactly what the fuck I've been saying. So I don't know what your other comment was about. Now you just look dumb. You ever heard the saying that you just shut the fuck up? People you as stupid as you is. You gotta learn that one, baby. You got to do you some good in life. And if you lonely, they got these online apps where you could talk to people. They pay people to talk to you online if you lonely. Usually older people use it, but I don't know how old you is. But if you need somebody to talk to, a nigga online and be like, yo, what's up? What you want to talk about today, bro? Just let it out. And they'll listen to everything. You want me to give you the number? I'm gonna go find it for you. It's just an opinion, stop being ghetto. But we hold the same opinion, you stupid motherfucker. So if it's just an opinion, why are you asking me who paid me for mine? Who paid you for yours, bitch? We have the same fucking opinion. Yeah, you stupid. You stupid and lonely. Okay, y'all. They do have AI girlfriends. I'm gonna buy you up for Christmas. Email me, nigga. I'm gonna send you a girlfriend for Christmas. She ain't gonna be real, but she gonna be yours, okay? Okay, where the fuck I was. So anyway, now we can get back to the show. But again, the government's playing these games. Now, as far as the shutdown is not over. So I just want y'all to understand this, that everybody has had this agreement to open things back up. So everybody's going to get their stamps now. Everybody can get their back pay. They can, start getting paid for work. They don't have to be standing all these food lines. And I guess Trump is going to open back up the food and shit that he's going to send to the food banks that he tried to stop, right? But this is the thing. This is just postponement. So I want everybody to be clear about that, okay? So they have decided, because it is the holidays, okay, that they're going to come back and they're going to revisit this conversation, okay, in January. So what they have agreed to is they have agreed to pay the food stamps and fund the government and everything until January for the rest of this year. At the end of that, they will still have to go back and decide. And if they come to a decision that they cannot agree, we will go back into a government shutdown. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. Okay, this is a postponement. And of course, the government was going to come back out and not do this. Now, Trump wouldn't give a damn, but you have to understand from a capitalistic perspective, there's too much money to be made in the holidays to not give people their money. Now, you must understand, it wasn't just the food stamps, although food stamps put billions of dollars into the economy every damn year in these grocery stores that keep them going. Okay, so that does push the economy. Also, know that all of these people that were waiting to get paid can't pay their bills. They're definitely not going to spend money on Christmas or any of that. And the crazy part is there are a lot of people that were out there crying, government workers and all of those different things saying, oh my God, I don't have no money. And even though they were stressing about paying bills and getting groceries, one thing they were stressing about is that the holiday was coming. Do you know how many Americans are like, yes, we're going to get our check. We can have Thanksgiving dinner. Stupid motherfucker. Why? That's what they want you to do. That's why they gave your money back, because the biggest money made in this country at any given time is at the end of the year between Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Christmas. Then they hit your ass with New Year's, because that's a whole nother capitalistic holiday in itself. So this is the biggest time of the year that people spend the most amount of money. So you're holding up all of these people's funds, of course. So they didn't come to any real agreement on the goddamn healthcare. They're just going to come back and look at this again in January. And if they don't agree in January, guess what? The government can go back into shutdown. So I just need y'all to keep that in mind, okay? The next thing is that what is going to go into effect for all of you who have got your letters, and it states that your health care insurance is going to double or triple, or you can no longer cover your spouse or your children on your medical at work. Those things still stand right now. So as of right now, they're asking you to enroll in these new plans that are ridiculous. And like 20 million Americans are just going to cancel their insurance based on what they make. So they're going to go uninsured, right, when it comes to their jobs. And so that is going to be another thing. I don't know if one is better than the other, but starving people is not great. But then also not giving people health care is not great. For people who go to work every day, they've been paying every year into these medical bills to pay for them, their premiums and everything else, than them to not have any health care. You live in a country where everything that you do makes you sick. Your government and the economy is so hell-bent on poisoning you, okay? We worry about drug dealers. You should worry about the drug dealers in this government. I'm not just talking about the pharmaceutical companies, the motherfuckers who put all kind of shit that will kill you and your everyday products that you use. And so you are constantly bombarded with illnesses and sicknesses, and they will give you the illness and the sickness. And now these motherfuckers are going to tell you they're not going to give you, you're not going to get any health care. Like, that's the problem too. I don't know if y'all think one is a better trade-off, but for people not to have health care in this country, yeah, that's crazy too. Who's paying $2,000 a month to have coverage on some shit that might happen? Who? IBC said Trump is fighting for affordable health care. I love when y'all say that. So what is his affordable health care plan? I'll drop the link in a minute, so keep that in mind. Now, you come over and speak your piece. We don't have to agree with each other, but what I hear Trump doing a lot of talking about, right? Somebody says, why does Trump hate Obamacare so much? Well, Obamacare was not that great either. I'm being honest, right? I'm not saying that the plan that the Democrats have in play right now are great, but what is Trump's plan? See, Trump does this a lot, okay? So even on one instance, there are some things I agree he do. I'm going to tell you when he do some dumb shit. And Trump talks a lot out the side of his motherfucking neck. We're from the hood. How many y'all done heard that saying, talking out the side of your neck? What you saying ain't hold no weight. So Trump said, I heard Trump say, well, I would like to do a plan where people pay into it and we get them the money so they can decide what healthcare plans they make and they get the money directly. I don't even know what the fuck that means. That's not a plan. What you keep saying to the Americans while everybody is struggling and you keep playing all of these games and the economy is fucked up, people are becoming homeless every day. Fuck the government shutdown. Even when people can go to work and the government is open, people are still getting evicted every day. They cannot fucking afford to pay their rent or anything else or the cost of food and all of those things, okay? So I don't know what the fuck he talking about, but every time he say something, he just like to throw money out there because he think if he say money, a bunch of poor people, and trust me, baby, we're all poor in the United States of America compared to this motherfucker. We're all little poor peons. So he figures if you throw the word money around, everybody gets happy if you throw money around, okay? I've heard his healthcare plan. Well, I would like to put the money somewhere where you can, nigga, that's not a plan. So I just need everybody to realize that. Now, if you want to come up here and break down what that plan is, I'm willing to hear it. Don't understand how he's forcing the hand of certain pharmaceutical companies to do certain things. Like he's making Wegovy, the drug that make people not be fat. Okay. He's making that, it's 90% off. So Nova, Nova, and what is the other one? LLY. Those are the tickers for them on the stock market. If I was you, I would go and buy some of their stocks. Because what they're trying to say is this is good for America, and that all people, whether you have health care or not, see, this is where they want to take you. They want to put you in a position that you're paying for everything that you get done at the doctor, and the government ain't paying for none of your shit. So let's bring down the price, and then we'll make people think they won, but you're going to pay for that shit. But everybody's going to buy it. America has an obesity problem. And it is the food that they pump into people. You watch young kids grow up today, they more developed than we were when we were children. That's from all the hormones in the chicken that everybody eat. Like the sizes we get for serving sizes when we go to the store. Like we do know that a big portion of America, we have a weight problem in this country. So they're trying to say that they're fixing that for people's health, okay? But I want you to be mindful. Watch this. Don't get tricked, fat people. Take your ass to the gym. Let's go to the gym, okay? We're not going to let them trick us, fat people, okay? We're not going to do that. Because those shots are making people have kidney failure. There are lawsuits already against those fucking shots. There are people that have health issues after they take them. And every fucking person that has been on that shot will tell you that even if they get off of the medication and it's 8 months, a year after they've lost their weight, even if they are in the gym and doing things, they will tell you that the weight comes right back because your body has this thing called equilibrium. And if you have been at a certain weight for so long, that's where your body actually finds its comfortability. So even if you go on a journey to lose weight, you're going to fight all your life to maintain that. And doing it with medication, as soon as the medication is out of your body, people gain all of the weight right the fuck back. So what I'm saying is, while we look at it like it's a good thing, now this is just a side note. If I was you, I would look at it like, no, it's just another way to fucking poison the goddamn. I'm putting nobody's medication, nothing inside my damn body. Nothing. Don't think just because they're fucking giving you something that's supposed to make people lose weight, y'all better look at them side effects. Y'all better look at the complaints people have already had. I'm not taking that shit. That shit will probably kill me faster than obesity will. I won't find out. So keep that in mind. But Trump is like, oh, we're going to give our fat people a shot. You can afford it now. It's not $1,200 a month. It's $49.99. Sound like some capitalism shit. They're going to make a whole lot of sales. But Trump loves to talk about the money or something, but that's not healthcare, baby, because healthcare is not giving me a shot for $49.99 so I can lose weight that I can take at home. Healthcare is actually you going to the doctor and the doctor actually being there with you through your journey. If you're trying to lose weight, you see a nutritionist so that you learn how to eat better. Maybe the ways you're eating, or you've always ate all your life, you have to learn a better way. So you get somebody to teach you how to eat better. You get people that will watch you on a journey. You do it the natural way. Your health insurance, most of them will actually give you a membership to Planet Fitness. It comes with your membership. Right? So that would actually be health care, you guys. That's health care. This other shit is not health care. It's not. If taking a shot makes you skinny, like you're just being lazy, there are natural ways to do that shit. Okay? But that's the kind of health care that he wants for us. That's where he wants it to be. So he tells everybody in his plan, yeah, I just want to give everybody money. They can choose their own health. It'll be great. It'll be great. He loves to tell everybody it'll be great. You know, a lot of people be like, okay, or all right after they speak, or you know what I mean? Or you feel me? Like that's his version of that. It'll be great. He tell you some shit, then he ended with, it'll be great. Nigga, shut the fuck up, okay? It'll be great. Okay, I don't believe you, all right? But this is what he does. So he doesn't have a plan for healthcare. What is the plan? I haven't heard anybody break that plan down. Now, if they have and I'm wrong, please come up here when I drop the link and tell me where I'm wrong. I'm okay with that, but I haven't heard of this plan. I've heard of talk of money and mumbling and saying it'll be great. That's what I've heard. Then the next thing we look up and we see is that Trump has promised to give everybody $2,000 dividend from all of the tariffs. What y'all think about that? Y'all happy? Y'all waiting? I could tell you online, everybody and their mama is doing a dance. Y'all celebrating. Y'all done ordered a family pack, party pack from Popeyes and shit. Y'all is in there like, yeah, we finna get this money. We finna get, you're not finna get shit. I'm so baffled at the fact that the news, everybody and their mama is all on the goddamn social media. News is reporting we're gonna get $2,000 dividends. This is not how that works. For all the people here who wanted to argue with me about like math and politics and you don't got the numbers right and this is what he said about, do y'all understand why that doesn't work that way? I think Trump has really fucked up y'all head, and y'all think that because he's one of the first presidents to run his mouth so much online, y'all think that his post is an executive order or something. This motherfucker made a post. A post. That's it. That's all. That's not how $2,000 gets sent to anybody. And Trump is not going to make that decision on his own. It is going to have to be voted on in the government. And they are going to have to decide if they want to give everybody $2,000. They'll have to decide who gets it and who doesn't get it and what brackets is in. And then we'll have to see if they even agree with giving everybody $2,000. So like, that's how that works. So I don't understand how this man making a post. See, I told you he liked to just talk a lot and throw money out there. I find it very amazing that this motherfucker stood up there and had the nerve to say that he wants to give Americans more choices. He wants to put food, I mean, not food, but money back in people's pockets. I'm going to send everybody a $2,000 check for the tariffs. It's going to be great. So you care about putting $2,000 in the pockets of Americans, but you had no problem 5 minutes ago starving 43 million people when 40% of those were children? What? The fuck? What? You should pay attention because psychologically that's the game. While everybody is struggling, even before this nigga decided to not pay people their food stamps and the government shut down and people couldn't go to work and get money. Before that, people have already been having a hard time. Shit has been hard since before they let all these goddamn immigrants come in here and gave them everything while giving us nothing. And now they're kicking the immigrants out the country, but they still not saying, we just gonna give what we gave to them, we gonna do for y'all. Shit already been bad since before then. And this nigga goes online and he makes a post about giving everybody $2,000. I'm sorry. The world that I live in right now, $2,000 don't even pay my rent. Nene, yes, we are the one that pays tariffs. I don't know. I've seen a video online where people was doing the TikToks and they were having the UPS is showing up at their door. They are ordering stuff online. And when UPS gets there, they're telling them that they have to pay the rest of the tariff or they can't get their package. So one man had ordered him some shoes and he paid like $200 for the shoes, some Nikes or something. And the package came and they told him that he had to pay $569 more if he wanted the package. What? Right. What? There's a bunch of people on TikTok. It's a bunch of people on TikTok showing that people are coming to their door and they're like, fuck that package and your mama and your greasy granny because I'm not paying all of that. So they're not even, that's the crazy part. Look, if I have to pay a tariff, a lot of these websites, if I have to pay that export and all of that on my goods, put the price on the site before I purchase the item and let me decide if that's something worth me paying that for. There are plenty of sites that are doing that the tariff is included in the price. And that's how people should know. You shouldn't let people buy things and then once the package gets to their door, they're being told they got to pay for it and they don't take cash. Somebody said send that shit back to China. That's a good thing to say. But what they could do is they return the sender, I guess, and make them send it back. But the question I have is, who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Now we got to also pay the cost to send the shit back. Because when I order stuff online, okay, if you want to send your package back, usually they make you pay for the shipping to send the shit back. I'm not paying. Do I get a refund? So again, this is what people are doing. So definitely the people should be able to get some of those funds, because the people that are paying the funds is just another way of taxing people, right? On products. So again, I don't care about the tariff or where he's getting the money from. I just think making a post in the news, this is propaganda, y'all. Why is the news left and right talking about we could have a $2,000 check coming for all Americans? Why would you play in people's face like that? That goes some real shit. Why would you play in people? I want y'all to think about the psychology of that. People are struggling, and you have the whole news all over the goddamn United States, even in other countries right now, posting that you're going to get a $2,000 dividend off of Trump making a post. I think that is cruel. I think it's insensitive. I think that it's some bullshit, because his post doesn't mean anything. A bunch of people are online talking about, yeah, we about to get some money. Where? When? How? I see somebody on YouTube. They showed how much, because you could go look it up, how much we have already made in tariffs in this year, and then broke down how many Americans would be eligible for the $2,000. And do you know it don't add up? How many of y'all know that it don't add up? Meaning you don't have enough to do that. This is what I mean. Trump just throw anything out there, and when you're a poor motherfucker, they think that they can always throw money at you. I think it's cruel to tell this country and to be running around telling people right now, you all finna get a check. And everybody running around like this shit already been done. It's already been set in stone. Or just because he made a post is going to happen. No, baby. There's a lot of things that they have to go through before that happens. You know what else I also think is a very cruel game that they played? How many of you know that right before the government shutdown was over, did y'all know that because the Supreme Court blocked the fact that Trump was sending out food stamps, he didn't want to give food stamps from the contingency fund? Okay, y'all follow me here. So they said, two federal judges said, you got to give up the money. He said it ain't enough in the contingency fund. We can give everybody half benefits. And they said, no, you got to pay everybody. You got to pay them the full benefits. So he goes to the Supreme Court, and he asked them to block that measure, and they blocked it and said that they was going to have 48 more hours to take a look at it. Well, the Supreme Court actually came back in that 48 hours, because the government is not fully open yet, so they're going to keep moving like it's not. They said, block it. That was their final decision. Supreme Court was finna let Americans starve too. But do you know that after the Supreme Court put a 48-hour hold, Trump told the states to get the money back? Do y'all hear me? He said, take the money back. So let's think about that. People are over here haven't had food in weeks because the government was shut down even in October. Some people did not get the funds that they needed. If you get your food stamps later in October and the government was shut down, Trump had already made that decision. Some people didn't get their stamps in October. Okay? So people have been waiting to eat. They've been standing in food lines. They're stressing. They're crying. They need to eat. They finally get some food stamps on their card. And they're like, I'm going to go grocery shopping tomorrow. They check their card and they're sure it was on there. They get to the grocery store. They put all the groceries in their basket. They get to the line, and then their transaction is declined. And they check their balance, and now it's zero. I just want y'all to let that sink in, and how fucking cruel that is, and what kind of mind game is that. So if the government would have not opened back up, you do know what stamps were given out. They were ordered to take the motherfucking money back. Now, they had not got all of the stamps out to everybody at that point. Some people had received it, but some people hadn't. And for the ones that had it, Trump was like, take that shit back. Take it off their card. So if you hadn't spent it, you would have woke up and the shit was gone off your card. So it's like, you finally have some relief. You're going to go get some food tomorrow so you can feed your family because y'all been hungry. You had it in your hands and that shit slipped through your fingers like water. Now it's gone. That's some cruel shit. That's a psychological game that he is playing with people. But I tell you, if you control the mind, you control the man. If you control the man, baby, you control the masses. This is how they play these games. So I just want to make it real clear. The government shutdown is not over. It has been postponed. And the same thing that gridlocked them in the beginning of all of this is still on the table. And they are just saying, let's give a reprieve. Let's just open back up so people can enjoy their holidays, so the air traffic controllers can do what they need to do, that the airports can go back to normal, so that people can get back to their lives. And we have the holidays coming up. Let's revisit this again after all of that. So it's not over. It could be back again. We already know that if they deadlock and they do close the government, Trump is going to take food stamps away again. Okay. And then he gets his ass up there. I thought this was really crazy of him. This is why I say, like, he a gangster that will, you remember in gangster movies, man, like they had rules. You did not kill the person with their family around. You had to catch them when they wasn't with their kids or their wife, like all the mobster movies, and they will blow up the cars, but don't do it with the family in there. But there was always one motherfucker who was so scandalous, he didn't care. He'd kill the kids and everybody. He'll blow up the car and the wife and everybody getting in the car after church on a Sunday. He'll blow that shit right up. I told you not to fuck with me, right? Say hello to my little friend. But this is how he is. He doesn't care. So if we go back in the shutdown, he'll be like, oh, cut them stamps off. That's the first call he finna make the moment after they say they ain't gridlock. As soon as the government shut down, his ass gonna say, take them stamps. We already know he gonna do that. But he gets his insensitive ass because he don't know what it's like to be hungry. He don't know what it's like to be poor. Okay. He gets his ass online and he says that this is another thing, throwing money around. I want y'all to pay attention to this. So he said to the air traffic controllers that he is proud of the ones that came to work, that did not give in, and they was working double shifts and working hard to keep the airports open for the American people. Nigga, like you care about the American people, okay? It's gonna be great. He's gonna fuck everybody, and it's gonna be great. You're gonna like the way he fucks you. It's gonna be great, trust me. This man says, he wants to give a bonus to the air traffic controllers of $10,000. Is y'all following me? Is y'all following me here, okay? He wants to give $10,000 to the air controllers who took their ass to work throughout the whole shutdown. And then he told the other ones that they're supposed to get back to work immediately. Now that the government is open, take your ass back to work. He talked about the people who didn't come in from air traffic control and working. He talked about them as if they weren't loyal to America, and if they were, people who didn't give a fuck and they didn't put in what they needed to during this shutdown, so they shouldn't get any extra, which I find to be really crazy, because if people did not come to work during that time for traffic air control, it's probably because they were doing DoorDash or Uber Eats, things like that you can sign up for quickly because they still had families at home to feed. I applaud any man, right? Woman too, in their household. But you can never look down on a man who says, well, I'm not going to work. The government is shut down, baby. I know I got a good job, but they're not giving us no money. And I can't really afford to wait. We just had a newborn baby, or we have kids in here to feed, or girl, we just bought this house and we can't lose it. So she shifts, and they start doing Uber Eats and DoorDash and things like that so that they can actually put food in their house. Who the fuck believes that any of these people that didn't show up for their job because the government was shut down, do you think they just stayed at home on their couch and went to sleep? Because apparently that's what Trump think they did. He think they was just at home not doing nothing. Maybe some of them got evicted. They had to find a storage and put all their shit in it so their stuff wouldn't be on the curb, and ask their family members if they could come stay back at their house. That's what some of them might have been doing. It's amazing how the government will take away people's money and livelihood, but it still expect you to work like a slave. And when you don't show up or you don't realize the ramifications, some of these people that work for the government and bust their ass, and that little bit of time the government was shut down, these motherfuckers done almost lost their houses, been evicted, been kicked out of places, can't make their car no payment. They done had their lights shut off. How insensitive. But this motherfucker always screaming about America when he don't give a fuck about Americans. None of the government officials care about Americans. They don't care about us. We are pawns that they play games with. We are people that they experiment on. They wage war on us every day. They use us and keep us in cycles of poverty and slavery so that those people that are wealthy can become even wealthier. Why are all of your politicians millionaires? Their motherfucking salaries is not millions of dollars. And why are they millionaires, y'all? Just something for y'all to ponder on. I mean, I know the answer, but I want you to just think about it. We ain't even gonna answer the question. Just put it in your pocket and think about it. While everybody else is out here poor and struggling. And here comes Trump again throwing money out there. I'm gonna give it $10,000. Nigga, from where? From where? Where are you going to get the $10,000 bonus from for the air traffic controllers who went to work every day? I want y'all to think about that. So in the middle of caring about Americans so much, they took food stamps away to starve poor Americans because the people on welfare are poor. Even if they go to work, they're poor because they don't make enough. And you would starve them, and that's American. But at the same time, you want to keep throwing out there, I'm going to give everybody a $2,000 dividend, I think. I woke up this morning and I just felt like I could and I would. Nigga, you can't and you ain't. Now, where he gonna get the $10,000 from? Because within the same 48 hours of him saying that dumb shit, he gonna throw out to everybody, I'm gonna give $10,000 bonuses out. Now, where is he gonna get that money from? And do you really think that he can get the rest of the government and the Congress and the Senate and everybody to agree with giving out $10,000 bonuses just because they decided to still come do their job during the shutdown? Why he keep throwing words of money at people? But we know, for those of us that know how the government work, we know it don't work like that. You can't just give out all of this money and you ain't got no approval. You don't know where you're going to get it from. But he keeps talking to people at some of the most worst time right now in this country when it comes to financially how people are doing. Big part to the government, right? This is why we're doing bad. And you like to keep just throwing money out there, just, trying to give people a false ass hope. That shit is crazy to me. And people just be sucking it up. Some of y'all be online and y'all just like, y'all diehard Trump fans, just like people are diehard Kamala fans. Like, no matter what they do, like what in your brain tells you that if you like a candidate, even if you voted for them, who told you got to agree with everything they do? Y'all some yes men. Anybody who act like that, you could never be my friend. Because if I'm on some dumb shit, I need you to be like, Michi, yeah, you're doing some dumb shit. Michi, you look stupid in that. Don't wear that outside. Michi, you was kind of wrong. Yeah. Y'all yes men. Y'all love the fuck out of Trump, and that's fine. But that doesn't mean that Trump don't do dumb shit. Y'all be trying to make excuses for everything he do, just like y'all did for Kamala, Biden, or anybody else that be there. Y'all got to really stop that shit. Y'all some dumb ass people doing that shit. You can like a person, doesn't mean everything that they do is right. I've liked some of the things Trump has done. But we're not finna act like this bullshit that just went down, that this was okay. Both sides of the government are dumb, but Trump actually absolutely did some ignorant shit that he did not have to do to Americans. And now he gonna wake up tomorrow. I think I want to give away $5,000 to anybody who likes me. Like this post, and you can get $5,000 in your tax return. That's not how this shit works. So drop this link. I'm not going to be here all night, but I'm going to drop this link. If anybody would like to come up here, I'm only taking one person at a time. We're not doing no big ass panel. If nobody clicks the link, that is fine with me. I'm a grandma. I'm going to take my grandmother ass and I'm going to go to bed. But I'm going to drop this link in the meantime. If anybody, I just know it's been a lot going on. It's a lot of people in the chat. When we get to talk about politics, y'all little feelings be hurt. Y'all be wanting to argue. You come up here, you can argue. This grandma I still got a little more fight in me, baby. I got a little bit. If you want to fight, come on, bitch. But maybe you don't want to fight. Maybe you just want to come up here and talk about the situation, what you've been going through, and your opinion on all of this, right? But again, I just want everybody to remember the shutdown is not over. So I just want to say that to everybody. Even though the shutdown is over to the extent that you're getting your stuff back, people are probably not going to receive any of their food stamps until like next week. So it's still going to be a minute for people get it. So people probably still be at food banks and stuff like that. And again, we may go through this same thing in January because that's when they're going to revisit the issue. And if they get deadlocked, then we go into another shutdown, you guys. Okay. But the biggest thing is I want you to think about how your government did you, how they were willing to starve people, how they let government workers go to work all this long and wanted them to work their ass off like slaves and didn't want to, give them any incentive to do that while they didn't stop their paychecks. But I just really want you to look. I say this all the time. And I see I got a couple people in the back. I'm gonna come to you in 1 second. So again, I just want y'all to understand what your government is capable of and what they will do to you. So I don't want you to pass this up like this is crazy. I want you to know that your government was willing to starve a big portion of this country. And if it had to go into December and all the way into next year, they definitely would have let that happen too. So know that they have the ability to do so. And if they do, you have government officials that are willing to let you starve. I want you to just keep that in mind, okay? Because when I tell people to be prepared for the things that could happen, right? You stay ready. You don't have to get ready. Before you can prepare for anything, you just need to understand these things are real. People think that folks is conspiracy theorists. And I say to y'all all the time, you think, why do I need to prep? Why do I need to have some food stored up? Why do I need to have, all of these essentials and things I need to live stored up? Because you depend too much on your government. And I think your government just showed you that even though you think they're going to feed you, we'll starve you. Not because we have to, but because we simply motherfucking can. And that's what you need to remember. If they've done it once, they can do it again. This is why. If you're waiting on a natural disaster, some shit to come through, and you think that's the only time you're going to be in survival mode, you are a fool if that's what you think. Because as I've told you plenty, stop depending on your government. The worst thing that you can do is be dependent on an entity or a person that doesn't have true value, love, and care for you. Because what that means is if all your livelihood is based on that person, they can pull the rug from underneath you at any moment they want, and your survival depends on it, and you will not be able to survive on your own. Self-preservation is the first law of human nature. If you don't know how to preserve and save your own self, what the fuck are you doing? Like this video, share this video, subscribe if you have not, hit that notification bell. You guys, shout out to everybody on MX Network. I will remind you, if you don't want to watch these commercials, you can definitely go over to MX Network. The link to all of that, the 6-week boot camp, all that information is in the description of this. So let me see. I'm going to bring one person up right now. And then I see we winning in the back. I'm going to come to you in 1 second. We winning.
Mechi X, peace to the Empress. What's going on?
I'm good. How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing good. This is Brother Bakari. I've been trying to get you to come back to LA since you came last time. I'm the one that caught the case and didn't even end up showing up. I'm gonna try to jump in that boot camp too. I just basically wanted to add on. I just found out something a couple of days ago that went over a lot of people's head. I know they're trying to bring us to our knees for this simple fact. A lot of people have no idea that the Federal Reserve Bank just loaned the banks $50 billion on Halloween. It wasn't talked about, wasn't put in mainstream media, but basically the banks can't even pay their bills on time, and they had to hit up the Federal Reserve to put some more cash into the economy because of banks. You know what I'm saying? So what you telling everybody, man? Michael Jackson, Tupac, they don't really care about us. They don't give a fuck about us. Listen, man, y'all better start getting them heirloom seeds. I just watched something the other day. We need to start producing calories. Stop depending on the system and depend on yourself. Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids, and learn self-sufficiency. And yeah, everybody needs to start their own online business because you see where it's going.
Absolutely. I agree. Somebody said something in the comment section too. I agree with them. It was a test. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? I feel like the government, part of this was a test. That if we take away money and starve this many people, are they even going to do anything to fight back? When they realize that you're not going to do shit but go stand in a line for some food and cry, They know that they can come back again and do this. They want to apply a little pressure and see what we'll do. So when they come back around and they do this again, are we going to give them a fight back? And the answer is probably no, we're not going to give them a fight back. And by the time you're ready to push back, you're so weak from malnutrition, you ain't gonna have no fight in you. So yeah.
And you are 100% right. I tell people all the time that make me think about the Tuskegee experiment. I say in America, we living in a petri dish. We living under a science experiment. So they always got us in some type of simulation. You hear me? And my whole thing I want to tell people is why are they putting out media, which is movies I'm talking about? Why are they putting out movies like 40 Acres, One Battle After Another, Bushwick, Purge? Why are they putting out all these type of movies, y'all? Is because they know it's finna be man versus machine. They gon' part of the great reset in my mind is they need to kill off the old world that we used to live in, and they need to create this new digital one to where they have all control. And we going into, well, matter of fact, we in a totalitarian, authoritarian society already. So it's finna get real dystopic, I think is the word.
It absolutely is. And you are right, because if we look at history, if you want to completely change a civilization and the way that they do things and they operate, you then instill what you want into the children, and you give it to the kids, and then you find a way to kill off the older generation. Because see, it's those of us that's our age that we're still saying a man is a man, a woman is a woman. Okay, if you want to dress, you're a man acting like a woman, but we're not going to tell you that you're a female. That's crazy, right? So we still have certain standards about things. We remember back when things were a certain way. Well, we're the ones that's going to say that's crazy. I don't want no robot boyfriend. No, I don't want to talk to an online therapist that's AI. We want to deal with real people. And so at the end of the day, you gotta instill this in the brain of the kids. And so this is why they push a lot of this propaganda into the schools. That's why it's important not to have your kids in the public schools, because that's
indoctrination centers
with the gender stuff that they put on them in schools. They showing them how to use it, learn to teach you it. So this will be normal to the next generation. To have a AI robot that is actually your companion is not going to be weird to them, and we're going to be looking like, what the hell? So what you do is you get rid of all the people that's going to say what the hell. You get rid of them, and then you're left with the generation of the mind. See, a youthful mind can be molded and molded and manipulated. This is why children should not be tried as adults in crimes, because you can rehabilitate a child's mind. Once a person is older, they're set in their ways. So you got to get to the kids to program them, and you got to get rid of the older folks. I'm telling y'all this, if you listen to anything I say, because I've been saying the stuff you see now, I've been saying this shit for years, and now a lot of it is
for sure.
So let me tell you something else that's coming. Once the AI gets into enough production that they can maintain society, right? They can maintain society and the things that are going on, so that when we had to shut down in COVID, things will still run itself. That's when they're going to pull the trigger. Remember, the World Health Organization told us it's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. The next pandemic will be much worse than the one we've already seen. So this is what we've been told, and we're not going to sweep that under the rug, y'all. That's still definitely coming, and so that's going to be to get rid of us, right? What happened in COVID? Who was the first people to die? The old folks in the nursing home.
Yep.
Yeah, they come from an older generation. They want us to in a certain way to be gone so that they can deal with the newer generation. They have messed up all of their reproductive systems by giving these children hormone blockers and shit, pushing this gender shit. Yeah. So what that means is that the next generation is going to have a really hard time conceiving. So what you do is you lessen the population, and then they want to control the population so people can just not have children willy-nilly, and they can be in control of when you have a child. That's why they have pregnancy robots. So
calling the herd, I believe the elites call it. They thin the herd out. Yeah. And also to the point of what you were saying, what you said last week. What was the new thing about COVID-19? What was the slogan? The new normal.
Well, we say that a lot here. COVID was a tester for a lot of things. It was a
Oh, for
tester
sure.
for a
For
lot of
sure.
things. Universal basic income. It was a way to get the AI to come in. When we were in COVID, a lot of people don't realize this, but COVID, when we was in COVID, at that time, Amazon, Walmart, and other major companies were actually getting permission to fly drones to deliver packages back when COVID was going on. Now, you have not seen them use the technology yet, but they went to get permission to use it to be in the airspace. Now, I do have a video and I'm going to put it up and show you guys. Not right now, is in my phone, but I want to show you this and I'll put it up somewhere in the shorts or something, you guys. And some of you may have seen it. You can sound off in the chat. But there is a video of a girl walking past the Walmart. The Walmart has a station over it, and there's like hundreds of drones propped on their station waiting to take deliveries to people. Hundreds of drones sitting on the top of Walmart waiting to deploy for them to go out and do deliveries for all of their food. But I'm sure those drones are probably going to also be a part of their security system, because mark my words, grocery stores will be employee-less places, meaning you'll walk in a store and there won't be one person in there. You will pay for your own groceries in your basket. You will walk out if you pay for your stuff. If you try to leave and go ahead between drones, facial recognition, or maybe you'll need to have an app to get into the store. Like you'll have to register, right? So they know who you are, what your debit card and your payment source is, and you got to scan the app to even get into the store. Some shit like that. It goes along with the digital ID. But
It's going, yeah. It's part of the smart cities type of shit, putting us under the grid where they watch everything. They know where you going. They know what time you do stuff. And then, like I just went to Not Scary Forum here in LA. Like the week before Halloween, and I went to go get some liquor before I went up in the Not Scary Forum. I went to go use my card, and it declined, and it was saying the wrong pin, and I'm like, man, what the hell is going on? And my boy ended up telling me, you don't never be out here in Buena Park. That's why they declined the transaction. It was only for like $20-something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen this, but that made me think about the smart grid. What's to come. I know y'all know in the UK, they didn't pass the digital ID, and you can't work there if you don't get a digital ID. So it's just the next phase of control and you know what I mean?
You know that Utah here is introducing
Utah is the first America, yeah.
Yeah, so everybody has to have it to get a job. So in America, we do things a little different. When you can't usher it in federally for everybody to want to do it, they'll allow states to approve it, because once so many states get it, then the federal government be like, oh, well, this is the route we're going. And it's easier for them to implement it. But Utah, right now in the United States of America, and I think he told me Indiana. I don't know if that's true. They said it in the comment section, but Utah for sure, they are introducing digital ID for their citizens in those states.
So, it's part of the Great Reset, Agenda 30. It's all that. They've been planning this, man. And that's why, Michi, I love you, man. I really, really love you, because even though you deal with what you deal with these crazy people in our community, you still steadfast, and you stand tall through it all, and you keep spreading the message, unity, and more importantly, ain't nobody coming to save y'all. Ain't nobody coming to save me. I got to save myself. You know what I mean? So you got to unlearn and relearn that shit that they've been stuffing down our throats to years. It's crazy to hear people just now wanting to boycott the holidays. And I'm like, man,
since I came on here, 5-6 years ago, I've been talking about fuck them holidays from day one, right?
I know you have, and I've been saying the same thing. I'm telling you, man, we family just a different place.
If you want to experience freedom on a small level, okay, stop celebrating holidays. And I seriously mean that, because I did not realize the freedom I had. And let me say that I didn't realize how enslaved I was to the holidays until the one day I forgot it was a holiday, because I'm a homebody. My children are homeschooled. And I went out to the store to go get some milk, I don't know, some bread, some simple shit, right? And I walked in the store and I seen all these people down the aisle fighting for the last little Easter baskets on the shelf. They trying to get the last little things for their dinner. They all look stressed as fuck. They just got paid. It ain't hardly nothing left on the shelf, but they got to buy their kids baskets. Tomorrow, Easter, they going and getting all the food. They scrounging over the other turkeys. They look stressed. And I remember, I said to myself, damn, I remember when that used to be me. And I took my
Mm.
little things I needed for my regular little dinner, my spaghetti dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mm-hmm.
walked straight past everybody and went to the 10 items or less checkout and checked out, and I got to the car in 15 minutes. It wasn't until I seen the people in their energy and how they were stressed out that I said, damn, that used to be me. And I'll never forget the staying up late at night to wrap up the presents for the kids so that they could
Mm.
stuff or putting the shit together, or going to
Mm.
the store when you get paid and you got to get them the costumes for Halloween and it's not what you wanted to get them, it's what's on the shelf. All the shit,
Yeah.
trying to put the decorations together. And when I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to do none of that shit no more, when I walked through that store, I felt like everybody was enslaved and I was a free motherfucker. I was the only free
Yeah.
motherfucker. So I went and got and I walked on about my business. My day wasn't held up. I wasn't stressed over nothing. I didn't have to lie to my kids. I didn't have to run up no credit cards. I didn't have to work no extra hours to try and give my kids some shit that this country says that we have to celebrate, or otherwise you feel left out. So I'm telling you, them holidays will free your ass. You will be surprised how much you are a slave to them and how all your life we have held them at such high regard. You know,
I'm,
if
I,
you
I,
was a kid and your family ain't celebrate Christmas, you felt like something was wrong with that. You felt like you was the
yep.
kid on the top that
Yep.
your
They
family
missed
was
out.
punished for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Especially when we consume and buy stuff. You could buy a kid something for Christmas. A week go by, they ain't even playing with it no more. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I'm gonna say is that for the sister that wrote the movie The Matrix and Terminator, I always use Revelations 18:4, come out of her my people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Moor, but I study the books. You know what I'm saying? But our people need to stop mentally subscribing to this shit that only serves the system. And that's what part of them holidays is. It's about bringing commerce. It's all about bringing commerce. It's about seasons and commerce. So I think that our people, shout out Kendrick Lamar, we got to turn the TV off. You feel me? Which I think we got to mentally stop subscribing to the things that the so-called enemy has been using to keep us enslaved.
yeah.
So, I'll be right along with you, Michi, with everything you say. I can't wait till you go on live. You make a new video because you always dropping something that the people need to hear, man.
Thank you. I'll be trying to stay consistent. Thank you. You've been around for a while. You be up. So thank you for your support, whether it's for a view, a super chat, or anything. So
Yeah. And again, I'm gonna say I need you to come back to LA one more time so I can meet you, man. I ain't gonna catch a case this time. Uh,
I take catching cases that missed the class. What's wrong with you?
Man, listen, and that's all. I end up getting it kicked out. It was a DA reject. Y'all got to learn the law. All right, possession is 9/10 of the law. So it wasn't mine anyway. That's all I thought about. Like, man, I didn't miss this Mishi. I didn't pay this $100, and I wanted to pay the $100 too. I know it was donation, but I just told my pops, like, when I paid for the class, he like, wow, that's a lot of money. If it was just donation, I'm like, no, you got to understand who is saying, hey, just get what you can, man, and go ahead and come on in and learn. And then you flew out, you use your own money. So I just feel the love. I got to give it back. You know what I'm saying? When you give it to us, we be trying to give it back to let you know that we support you, we support your message and all that type of good shit. And y'all just keep watching Michi X, man. I got the app too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I
Yeah, for
appreciate
sure. For sure.
that. All right. Thank you. You enjoy the rest of your night.
You do the same thing.
All right.
Peace.
I want to say shout out. We winning. I'm coming to you next. I want to say shout out to Turn a New Leaf in the chat. Shout out for the comment, but I want to say shout out to that sister. Go and check out her website. Put your link in the chat. Let me. I have to see if she's a moderator. I can make you a moderator because I don't know if they'll let you put the link in there. But she needs to put the link in there for her website. She has supplements on her site. She is a herbalist as well, and she is one of my prior students. And I'm very proud of her and her website. And it's been up there for years, doing her damn thing. And so when people say, "Does your class work?" Well, there goes one of my students right there. Go check out her website. She took my class many years ago. She's my student who told me, Michi, you don't charge enough for your classes. She said you could charge way more, and I could, but you have to understand in business who your audience is, and I just be trying to give stuff for a reasonable price. I can make plenty of money without having to overcharge somebody, knowing that the services I give it to my community. Now, don't get me wrong. If I wasn't just here trying to support my community as much, and I sold my classes to like everybody, it probably would be more, but they're the prices they is for my people because I love y'all, right? But shout out to her. I remember that conversation we had, but y'all go check out her site. I'm going to look down here, see if I can find her, make a moderator, but I stopped the chat to come to this motherfucker right here. So, Mr. 1NE, first of all, he says none of that is about to happen. Now, this is one of the motherfuckers that I was actually talking about in the beginning of the show, where they said that all I seem to preach, they like me, but I only do gloom and doom these days, as if there was a day that I came on here like Betty Crocker and made fucking cakes and cupcakes with y'all. I don't recall when that ever happened, but maybe I did, and he can let me know. But I'm going to drop the link for you because Mr. 1ND Deep, I just want to know, first of all, if you don't like what I have to say, then why are you here? And you say none of this is about to happen. What's not about to happen? This is where you sound stupid, and then I want to believe you're probably a crack baby. And I'm going to tell you why you're a crack baby. And this is because for you to just say none of that's going to happen, sir, all of that has already happened. All of that has already happened. I don't know what you're talking about. The drones are up at Walmart as we fucking speak. So what are you talking about? The grocery store carts where you unlock them, you go in the store and you put your groceries in the basket and you scan them and pay for them on the basket. You don't even go to the register anymore. Those already exist, you stupid ass motherfucker. And I can't understand for the life of me, because you keep coming on all my community posts saying the same thing. There you go with the doom and gloom. So nigga, why is you here? Why is you here? Why is you here? You be loud all the time. I'm gonna drop the link for you so you can have the flow. What I bet you won't do, and that's what I'm gonna tell you. If you don't want to click this link to come up here, then shut the fuck up in my chat. That's what I want you to do. I want you to shut the fucking fucking fuck up. That's what I want you to do, brother. Okay? But before you do that, do me one more favor. Can you take off your little brother's clothes in this profile picture you have on? Because you've made so many comments in my comment section, talking about I'm this and I'm that. I've never understood why a grown ass man forces himself in spaces that he's not supposed to be in. Like, nobody made you be here. Okay, you don't even have to be here, but yet here you are. Not only are you on another one of my gloom and doom lives, you got the nerve to be interacting in the community, in the comment section. So you must like being here. Don't come and then complain. But before you click that link, please don't have on your little brother clothes, because I have clicked on your profile picture when you have left comments on my videos. See, you can't click on him now while he's in the chat, y'all. But when he make a comment afterwards or in the comment section, this nigga, you can click and see his page. And I just want you to know that you have on your little brother's clothes, you look like an old YN. Okay? You look like a YN, but you old as hell. It's like you're confused. You must be having a midlife crisis. So either you having a midlife crisis and you really need to grow the fuck up, but you don't know how not to be young, so you still got on them little dumbass tight pants, or you are a young nigga, but life done wore your crack baby ass out and you look way older than your age. So before you come up here and say anything else in my comment section, fix that for me. Give your little brother his clothes back first. Put on something that actually fits you, sir. And then you can make another comment around here. Okay? You made the roll call tonight. Tell your mama you made it. You famous. We talked about you at the beginning of the show. I love it when people think I just be making shit up. This is the motherfucker I was talking about. He here, y'all. He quiet now. Don't get quiet, boy. You so loud any other time. What you quiet for? That link was for you. That link was for you, boy. Click it, nigga. Hold on, let me go. I got some more people in the back, but it ain't his ass. So I see I'm going to We Win It, and then I see Blake back there. I'm coming to you, and then next I'm coming to you, Angel. Okay, in that order. So let me bring up We Winning. We Winning, you in the house? You can hear me,
Miss Michi. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. How you doing,
man? Donald Trump is like sugar free, man. This some gorilla pimping. This some Cause
He
this
be
my
not
nigga too,
here.
man. But I be like, man, my nigga tripping, man. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, man, my nigga tripping.
He
My
do,
nigga,
but it's
my nigga be tripping. I'm
am I
like,
wrong? Look, am I the only one like this, or you too? Like
man,
he be on some
cause
bullshit, but it's very entertaining to watch.
the thing
Oh, man.
is, when it comes to Trump shit, I'm gonna say this: Trump failed America, Congress failed America, the House failed America, Senate failed America. the budget of Biden's last budget, because he didn't put an open-ended budget. And the craziest thing about it is, this is just the start of it. So what Trump is going to do for his plan? Ain't no federal plan. We gonna shift the $370 billion to fucking states, and you're gonna have to figure the shit out. You're gonna have to do 70-30 cost splits. That's what the plan is from what the House Republicans is doing. So that means niggas like Brandon Johnson, yeah, he done spent around $2 billion. He in a $2 billion hole. He gonna have to figure out how we gonna raise this money. JB Pritzker, his fat ass, hell, even my governor Gavin Newsom, we got a budget deficit. We gonna try to figure out how the fuck we gonna get this money. You got New Orleans, of all places. They had the Super Bowl in February, Michi, $160 million deficit. The states don't have the bread to be able to do this shit, but Trump said, well, shit, nigga, I ain't got no plan. I ain't got no plan. You gonna figure it out. The governor is looking like, whoa, hey, buddy, this is supposed to be an open-ended budget, man. We benefited off of $1.5 trillion of subsidies, and like you said, Eli Lilly up, Novartis up, Novo Nordisk up, Johnson and Johnson up.
Yeah.
Like you've been saying to everybody, of if you see the stock market, you see pretty much who's gonna be the winners and losers. That's why every time Trump be talking shit, he talking about 401ks up, 401ks up, 401ks up. Look at the stock market. Look at the market. You ain't in the market? I'm like, boy, hey man, I ain't no gung-ho Trump motherfucker. I ain't gonna act like, motherfucker ain't pissed on your face, motherfucker ain't pissed on your face, and we just gonna act like it's rain. But when it comes to the actual upsides, Miss Michi, I just want to say thank you for always making sure that everybody was informed. Make sure that you got on everybody's angle, everybody's ass. Trump wasn't exempt. See,
Right.
see, it ain't like, nigga, this ain't Fox News, my nigga Trump. You gotta put this shit around. You gonna talk about two G's. You
Yeah,
keep
you're some
putting money in
bullshit.
niggas' face. If
That's
you ain't
part
gonna
of
do it, nigga, don't say nothing.
it. Yeah, he playing game. He like to be like, yeah, just give everybody some money. It do not work like that. Shut
Do
up.
you want some money? Here's
Emotional.
some money. Here you go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. Matter of fact, that's my African American right there. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm my African American. The shit he'll say. That's my African American right there. And he's great.
Benjamin Carson,
He's
thank you.
great.
Thank you.
He's a great guy.
Great doctor. Thank you. He's a black doctor. He's a black doctor.
Trump do be having me laughing. I would say he is the most. Look, all these presidents is diabolical. This whole
Of
government
course.
is some bullshit. But I have to say, he has been probably the most interesting to watch. Like I'm shocked he did that shit, but I'm not really shocked he did it. But that's just crazy because nobody's done that but him. The shit that he say, the
A
stuff
bold
that he
move.
do, he's always going off on
Like,
somebody
he do
too.
bold
He
moves,
be
man. Like
roasting
April.
the hell out
Look,
of people on interviews and shit when it ain't even
I'm gonna
necessary.
tell you this. This whole 8-9 months of Trump, I didn't pretty much realize that this motherfucker is a wild card, where you
Yeah.
got, in order to invest in the stock market with this nigga, man, you got to be diversified. We got gold options. You done bought silver and shit, $40. It was 25 when I last mentioned to y'all, but you see, you got to really diversify. Pharmaceutical companies, and the craziest thing about this whole Obamacare situation is the Democrats wanted the budget to be 1.5 trillion. I've talked to people in my state that say, well, the budget need to be about 2.2, maybe 2.5 trillion. I say, damn. I said, now we know that they say that federal government don't cover undocumented, but the state take the money and they do whatever they want with the money. Like California and Illinois, they did whatever the fuck that they want. In the bottom years, he made sure that shit, we was gonna give them shit. Overwhelm the hospitals. You had so many humbritos in that bitch, undocumented in urgent care. Like, this is their primary physician.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the my premium went up about $55.
That was it?
$55.
That's crazy because some places I've been
55.
hearing, it just I guess depends on where you at because I know somebody who has been paying like $1,200 a month for health care
God
for their
damn.
whole family, but that's healthcare, is dental, vision. You know, they want to break it all down. It's all healthcare to me. But they
Okay.
pay 1,200. That's for them, their spouse, and 2 kids. Well, they were
Flowers, two
told that
kids.
they got a letter that come January if they
Yes.
re-enroll, and this with United Health, their premium will be $2,100 a month.
And the funniest part about it is, homie killed the CEO of United Health, and the stock has been up 1,100%, and he just fought on Obamacare. That's why them subsidies is the devil, boy. Where it's like a opening a catch-22. If you think about it, it's really a catch-22. Where if you take the subsidy away, you don't have the average leverage of you can be able to absorb certain costs with the money that's being put on the table. Now, when you're talking about states really shifting the cost, the states is going to have to say, well, we're either going to have to roll back on our Medicaid, Medicare, or we're going to have to expand the spending when it comes to raising taxes. That's something what I noticed from every state, Republican, Democrat, every state, even the big metro states like Texas, Florida, New York, Illinois, they're talking about shit. We're gonna need at least about 150 million dollars in the state coffers. So you know what that means? Your property assessor is gonna whoop your motherfucking ass in your state. Anybody that's in Georgia, that Fulton County belt, that 285 belt line, that development is $3 billion. They're already talking about Rick Ross houses doubling because of that $4 billion development. So that means that what the government's going to do, they're going to say, well, we just going to melt up. Inflation, housing inflation will go up. Energy bills will go up
You
once these
heard
data centers be
you
coming
heard
in.
those talking about the housing and stuff like that. Did you hear that he's trying to introduce a 50-year mortgage?
Man,
That's a good idea.
I almost spit my fucking drink. Nigga, I said, nigga, this nigga ain't shit, boy. That nigga
He
said
said that
shit.
shit like it was
On
a good
nothing,
idea. Do you know how much
on
more
nothing,
interest you gonna pay in
boy.
20 more years?
Hell no, hell no. I said my nigga Trump. Only thing, because mind you, he did a couple executive orders when it came to housing, but it was like deregulation when it comes to building apartment buildings. You can build more apartments. But when he said that shit, everybody started laughing. We said the loan broker is going to be the one eating. They give you a 50 piece. Here you go. This is going to be like 07, 08. Motherfucker give you shit. He already lowered the minimum FICO score requirement when it comes to lending, where you don't have to have a 580 to be able to get the property.
That's just trying to, I think, fear poor people and saying, hurry up and get a home. We act like we're helping you. We're going to lower the credit requirements. We're going to give you a longer mortgage. So maybe your mortgage note to be cheaper, but you're going to pay a ton more in fucking interest. And you're going to pay
Damn.
5 times more with that house cost. But at the end of the day, that's just a way of kind of scared. Why is it so important to buy a house now? Because BlackRock and
You got to
everybody,
help the boomers. You got to
they're
help the
buying up.
boomers.
You can't buy a house in America no more. They're buying up all the houses when we talk about the corporate structures,
Yep.
and then they're not
Every metro.
selling the homes. They're only using the homes to rent. So majority of the houses in the neighborhood are bought up by these corporations. They're not even able to be bought because they're not for sale, to make people forever renters. So now it's like people got to scrounge to try and get a house. So we're gonna drop credit scores for requirements. We're gonna give you a longer mortgage. Like if it's a good
Extend the
thing,
terms.
you're gonna get locked in that shit, and before them 50 years is up, you're gonna lose that motherfucking house, and you're gonna be done paid all that money for nothing. You should have just rented.
And the thing is, most people are not going to keep refinancing, because only how somebody can possibly win is if you are in a market that the property values keep on running. Like Inglewood, them properties went from 350 to 2.1 million. That can work on that scenario. But not everybody property gonna be 400,000 to $1 million unless you are in that metro, like Atlanta, Miami, anything that's in those areas, that southeast corridor, even Memphis properties. Like you have Google done fucked around and bought literally most of the properties downtown is owned by Google, because Google got all these apprenticeships running down in these neighborhoods, and they got both the commercial aspect, the residential aspect showed up. So if they do sell, they're gonna sell it to their big homie BlackRock. Like, what's happening? We got these 300 chickens. What was good? We
Right.
can
So
just
if Trump want to do something, see, this is what I want people to pay attention to. Like people will do things on the surface, but if you don't understand the real issue, then you don't realize how much they're like bullshitting you. Instead of Trump trying to give people 50-year loans, mortgage notes What he should do is he should put some requirements and some stipulations around these corporations that are buying up tons of the housing and then only using them to rent to people. He should stop them. That's what he should do, is put some regulations on what they're doing. Okay.
No.
Not allow them to do that, and then we wouldn't need this other. Now when you see, he not actually addressing the root of the problem. He
No.
just trying to work right along with them to get your ass caught up in some more bullshit. Because if he wanted to do something, he should regulate these corporations. That's what he should do.
Exactly. Because when it comes to BlackRock can buy 5,000 properties in one sitting, like Las Vegas.
Mhm.
When I was looking at properties to buy land, I had to get undeveloped land. That shit is raw land, mind you. I gotta draw the lines. I gotta chop it up, dice it up, split it up. Where you got one big plot, 13 acres. Now that can be 22 homes that could be built. With BlackRock, they even got all the metro from Spring Valley, Nevada. Then they got properties that are in Torrance, California. They got that showed up where about 50% of them is owned by Blackstone. Because they got BlackRock, Blackstone, KKR, Goldman Sachs, all them areas, the kingpins, the big homies, essentially. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is true. There's a whole lot of bullshit going on. That's why I say to the brother who's like, you always preaching gloom and doom. You can hide your eyes and cover them if you want to and act like these things are happening. And then when they kick your back in and let you know life is really real, don't say that. I hope you hear my voice. While you getting kicked in the back, I want you to remember my voice.
These niggas better hope that homie come through with the 2 G's, because you got niggas that's counting money before it even niggas, the funny part about it is I got niggas that's not Trump fans that come to me knowing that
I can talk about Trump about to give us money.
Nigga, I'm like, bro, like I voted for dude, but I'm saying when it comes to situation, he still need Congress. And the funniest thing about it is Congress done took us all this. Dems need to be grilled too, because they done took us on the biggest joyride ever and brought us right back a whole 360.
Yeah,
a whole 360 in that bitch. I'm like, dude.
That's one thing. That's that propaganda. I do want to point that out. And then I give you your last word so I can bring up these other people that's back here waiting. But
yes, ma'am.
Again, that's that propaganda, because what you said is really, I think, important, that sticks out. It's just something you said in passing, but that's really a thing to focus on. You have friends who don't even know shit about Trump, don't care about him, don't even like him maybe, but they're out here talking about, we about to get a check. Like the fact that everybody's running around saying that, everything on YouTube right now is we're getting a $2,000 check. We have news channels, Fox, NBC, ABC. These people are really repeating this as though it is something worthy of being repeated, when all it was a post that Trump made. That is not how checks get sent out. That is not how this happens. The motherfucker couldn't even say this shit in his Oval Office, at least to make it seem presidential. He put up a post, and everybody, including the so-called legitimate news people, are playing this game, because what they want you to do is forget that Trump, single-handedly, Trump, the rest of the government didn't do that. He stopped SNAP benefits when he didn't have to. So they want you to forget that he just starved a bunch of people and was willing to keep starving them. And I'm going to keep saying 40% were children. Okay. And he knows this, and he was willing to do that. So they got to flip the script. And now everybody keeps talking about this $2,000, which is asinine, because all he did was make a post. That's not how this works. He can't send you shit. He ain't even done the math. He just talking. That's the crazy part. But everybody, I hear more people talking. Nobody's talking about anything else. Everybody's talking about this check they're going to get now. See how quickly we forget the shit he just did 5 minutes ago? That's that propaganda. That's that conditioning. It's niggas who don't even know what's going on, but they know they getting $2,000. And they not. That's the crazy part. You're not getting shit. I promise you.
Man, not the way how this scenario came out, man, because the thing is gridlocked for 41 days. So everything's in a standstill. So the credit repair shit, I'm doing motherfuckers credit repair letters. I can't go to CFPB. I'm like, okay, this operation shut. Okay, operation is shut. So I gotta put all my equipment down, roll my weed up, and pretty much say, well, shit, what shit, nigga, what the fuck can I do? What really can I? My apologies. I didn't mean to use the F-bomb. But
you ain't apologizing for cussing on this platform.
My apologies. My apologies. This is
You-
nah, man, that's me coming to your house. This is your house. This is
In
your
this house, we be cussing, so it's okay.
But my last words, Michi, is when it comes to the overall aspect of everything, only body that's going to truly be able to be safe, and we can't even really say safe, is motherfuckers that are involved in the stock market, real estate, have their own form of business. Because there were people that were hurt, and there were people that said, well, it's a setback, but I still got some liquid cash. I still make transactions on my online website. I still got some cash set aside. I got some kind of recurring income. I done saved enough. I done got enough food, or grow your own food. Because I also know a couple of black farmers market in LA and Vegas. But it just has to be a scenario of self-reliance, man. Like, I don't need Trump. Like, the saddest thing about it is you got hood niggas that really want that 2Gs, Michi. They gonna be ringing your phone up for the next 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. This gonna be in the news headline for 2 weeks.
All for nothing.
2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. It's gonna be 2, 3 weeks, and it's gonna be a countdown. You're gonna have ABC News, David Muir, motherfucking George Stephanopoulos gonna be talking all that shit, saying that, well, $2,000, it has to be up to Congress.
Some more ridiculous shit about to happen. And when some more ridiculous shit happens,
And it's gonna be a monkey wrench.
We're gonna forget all about the $2,000 that was never coming.
Another
Just
monkey
wait.
wrench.
Just
Another
wait.
monkey wrench.
Before
Another monkey wrench.
January hits, some more shit finna happen. I don't know what, but I promise you something gonna happen. And it's gonna be all in the news, and it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be some more
Niggas
shit.
that forgot about the 2Gs. Niggas that forgot about the 2Gs.
It's gonna be a distraction from
Boy,
the 2Gs.
man, I tell you, this nigga is sugar free, man. But I love you, Michi. Thank you for the broadcast. I ain't trying to hear to argue down, because yes, this is a Trump voter, but I ain't this nigga spokesperson.
Okay.
I don't work for the RNC. Like I told y'all in January, I don't work for the RNC. I'm just making sure that my portfolio is organized. Got to make sure my family's taken care of.
I'm just glad that you can come and speak to things. You can support Trump but I like the fact that even when he on some bullshit though, you clearly can
Nigga crazy.
I think that because somebody supports a person doesn't mean that you can't point out their wrongs too.
Of course.
Again, everything Trump has done, I haven't disagreed with. Just like everything Democrats when Biden was in office, or I haven't agreed with everything.
I didn't 100% disagree either.
That's realistic. Like
I didn't 100% disagree. Like shit, nigga. Like, but at the end of the day, thank you, Michi. I appreciate this dialogue. See, everybody, we didn't have to cuss each other out back and forth like the other motherfuckers that's gonna do. But I love you, man.
Thank you. I love you back. Enjoy the rest of your night, brother.
Yes, ma'am.
The people who like to argue with me, I feel like y'all don't never click the link. And look, how many times you gonna say this in my chat, Leonard? I'm sorry, Leandre. How many times you gonna say this? About time he did call out Trump's BS. You was one of the people back in the beginning. I remember names. You was one of the people back in the beginning that when we was glad that Trump was making these immigrants leave here, and we was like, we down with it. We down with it. We agree with him. Yeah. You was mad at us. So again, like I said, get out y'all feelings. You and your feelings, Leandre, because at the end of the day, that's you being in your feelings. Because if you listen to stuff we said, whether we agree or disagree with him, I will say that I think there's a lot of rationalness behind the things that are said here on this channel. And even by a lot of the people that call in. I mean, they watch my channel for a long time because we share some of the same understandings of things, right? And so, again, just because you wanted us to hate him all the way for everything, that would be stupid. You judge a person on every action that they do, okay? Especially when it comes to politics. You don't just all go one way or all go the other way. That's just called stupidity. And if you've been waiting this long for somebody to say something bad about Trump, like, we've talked shit about Trump, but this is like your third time saying that in the chat, so let me highlight it. Leandre wants y'all to see his comment, y'all. He said it's about goddamn time. I wish I could like put some confetti on the screen and then make noise, and I don't have no effects like that. But yeah, I wish I could push the celebration for you. He's happy. We hear you. You don't got to say it again, okay? I see you back there laughing, Nadia. Okay, I'm about to bring up Blake, and then I'm coming to you, Angel, and then we got Nadia, and then we got 318 in the back. Okay, let's see. Blake, you in the house. You can hear me?
Hey, Michi, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, brother?
Hey, I don't know if you remember. We spoke before last year. I actually took your class last
Okay.
year. Yeah, I actually think about taking it again because really need to get caught up on some stuff. But I was one of all the viewers. Your class is very beneficial. It does help a lot. The information. I'm watching some of the replays, and there's a lot of stuff I didn't pay attention to the first time that I'm getting caught back up on. So I'm thinking about just getting back into class just to for the camaraderie, and I really feel like it was very beneficial. But I
Well,
just want to say
let me
this.
say this real quick before you move on. When you're in the
Uh,
class, I said, let me say this real quick. When you're
uh,
in the class, you do get that help, and because you get to talk, it do make things a little better. And I want you to remember,
mm,
because you took it before, if you do decide to get in this one because you're ready to focus more, you know what you want to focus on now more. Send me an email because you get a 50% off because you've already taken the class. You don't pay full price
okay,
because you've already supported and given. So make sure you email me if you do decide to do that so I can give you the code to get your 50% off. But go ahead and say
I
what you
got you. I definitely will do that. I appreciate that. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I just want to agree with a lot of stuff you've been saying because a lot of people that get on here and talk shit and challenge you, they must not have been watching your show because I've been listening to you for years and you've been saying this shit since I don't know how long. Like I keep saying, telling people, 2019 was the last normal year if you can think about it.
yeah,
2020 was the kickoff. COVID was a test. And a lot of people thought I was crazy, conspiracy theorists for saying this shit. But now people starting to pay attention and wake up. Like my job last week, Monday, they just laid off a bunch of people with no notice, and nobody saw it coming. Last week alone, I saw people getting arrested in Walmart for stealing groceries. I'm like, how could you not see this shit going on around you? It's affecting everybody, and the people that's talking about, well, yeah, get a job, food stamps. That's a lot of people that got food stamps are working jobs and can't afford groceries.
they
I
are.
was once on food stamps myself, and I was working too. I couldn't afford it. So I mean, it's stupid for people to think it's not going to affect everybody. It is. It's going to affect everybody. This shit is not just selective. We know there's people out there abusing the system. We get that, but they're not the poster child for the benefits and stuff like that. But a lot of this stuff is already been the writing on the wall for years, for decades, and it's just not coming to light. A lot of the stuff that's been taking place, and like the brother said earlier, a lot of these movies, like I don't know if you saw 2073 or that Leonardo DiCaprio movie that just came out. They're putting all this stuff out there because they're gearing you for what's going to happen. And if
Yeah.
you're not paying attention, you're gonna get left behind. And like I'm a very spiritual person. I pick up on stuff all the time. I be telling people, my friends and family, I'm like, man, something going on, something in the air, like something don't seem right. And I always prove to be right because people are acting weird, people are acting funny. It's not by design, you know. If you're in tune, you can feel it. You can feel a shift coming. And I'd rather be prepared for what's coming because now
Yep.
just getting a job ain't cutting it no more. People getting laid off. It's harder to find work now. That's why like your courses, people that's doing courses like you is very beneficial to learn how to start a business and do something for yourself. Because now I don't know what the world gonna look like next year, 2026, and that's coming right around the corner. By 2030, like you've been saying for the longest, a lot of people ain't gonna be working no job. You
No,
getting replaced by
AI is finna take
robots.
them all. AI is finna take
Yeah.
everybody's job.
And I'm an artist, so for a long time I was concerned about whether AI was going to take. I'm a graphic designer by trade, and I do a lot of different stuff. I use AI myself, but
That's what I was gonna
I'm learning
say.
how to.
Use
Yeah.
AI to enhance what you do, but you still do your
hmm
job, but still you're gonna use it in parts of the job that you do. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So I was against it at first, but now I'm learning how to use it to enhance my work. But yeah, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. I just want to give you a props, man, and
Thank
ignore
you.
the haters. You've been. I talked to you one on one. I knew you one of the real ones. You don't bullshit around. I'm used to your like when people. A lot of people not used to the way you talk. I'm used to it. I respect it because when you talk like that, it's like it's much needed. Like I'd rather you be honest with me and tell me what I need to hear, how I need to hear it, rather than just bullshit around, sugarcoat shit. Because that's not gonna help nobody. So keep doing what you're doing. The people that
Thank
are out there that are not used to you, they haven't been listening to you. So why listen to somebody if you don't like the way they talk? Just get off. Like go. There's a million other YouTube channels you can check out.
you.
But I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, Michi. I want to appreciate you.
Thank
You're doing a good job take her class. Her class is very beneficial. I will send you an email so I can get back in the class for your next class. When is your next class again?
It starts Sunday. And this is my last live boot camp. So I want to say this to you in all
Okay.
honesty. For anybody who
Oh.
doesn't make it to the live boot camp, after that, the recording will be available for people to watch the course, but they won't have the live aspect to where they'll have
Mhm,
me every Wednesday to help them with stuff. So I will say to anybody, if you want to take it
mhm.
again and you want to get in by Sunday for the live class, that's fine. But if you're going to watch it after the fact, if you've taken any of my boot camps, just watch the replays of your videos. Don't spend your money on that because
Okay.
it's going to be, if you just recently took a boot camp, within the last year, it's some of the same information. I might have there's a little bit new, but the information you got is going to be really good. Now, if you took my course, any of y'all watching, like in 2020, 2021, oh no, there is 1,000 things that have changed since then. So yeah, if you can get in by Sunday, this is my last live one. After that, it will be the recorded classes. I won't do another live boot camp until so much stuff has changed and how we make money
Mhm.
online that I have new information for people, right? So the
Well,
information
since
is now gonna be good for at least a year or so.
Well, since it's your last one, I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna definitely tune in. I'm gonna see you that email. But big props to you. Love you, meet you. Keep doing keep doing what you're doing. You one of the real ones. Like I said, I've talked to Michi one on one. She's not the same way she talked to you right now. She's very respectful. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. I got you. I mean, I'm gonna keep supporting you. I listen to you every day when you go on live on the way to work. You keep my head on the swivel. So I'm like,
Good,
don't
good.
get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. But I appreciate you, Misha. I'll see you in that email and I'll stay in touch. I hope you have a good night.
All right, you too. Thank you for coming up, brother. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
Thank you for that. All right, let me see. Laverne said you emailed me a month ago. Do you need to email again? You need to email me at the real MeechieX at Gmail. I don't know. I have several emails, so it depends what you were emailing about. If you're emailing about MX Network, then there's an email for that that's on the site. It just depends on what you were emailing about. And when you say you emailed me a month ago, what is it about? Because I wasn't promoting the class a month ago. Is it about something else? If you are trying to get a message to me like about the classes or the courses, then it's the real MeechieX at Gmail. If it's something you need to ask me, if it's just a basic question like I need some replays or where can I find from my old class or you need some help like that, then you want to go to customer care at therealmeechiex.com. If it is about MX Network, then we have our email for that. I might get it mixed up, but it's MX Network TV at Gmail. It's on the website. So it just depends. I got so many emails, Laverne. But yes, if you want to send me an email, you can send me an email now at the real MeechieX at Gmail, the one that I put in the chat, because I'll be checking my emails after I get off of here. I'll be checking them. Sometimes I have assistance with that one, but most of the time I check that email. So I would definitely be looking at my email after this because I've seen a lot of emails come through. So it's just whatever you were emailing me, forward it again and send it to that one, and I'll see it as soon as I get off of here. Shout out to One Sticks for the $5 holler says just got the class meet. You can't wait until the 16th. As far as this convo, we are just seeing the beginning of what's yet to come. 3 more years of bullshit. It's still gonna be crazy too after the 3 years, I think. But thank you for that. Let me see. And another one came through. And I can't wait. Sunday is the class. We're gonna have a good time. The live boot camps, they're always a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Yeah. So I'm excited, looking forward to that. He came back with another $5 holler. It says Michi been keeping it real since real been kept. A true blessing to the community. Love you always. Says thank you. Thank you for loving me. I love y'all back. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, let me see. I'm gonna bring up Angel. You next. Hey Angel, how you doing?
Hey, Queen, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. You
Can
like
you?
you working over there?
You know I am. I work the night shift. I just want to say YouTube messed up my quote from earlier on the super chat. YouTube be hating. The quote is from Dick Gregory, is that when the universe picks you and you decide to put the magic glasses on, you can never take them off. You can no longer see the world the way you think it is. You can only see things as they are. So, as being a chosen one, people don't realize that you see the world as the way things really are, and you cannot deviate from that, and you can never take the magic glasses off. So that's what I was trying to say earlier. Flowers,
That is true.
um,
Thank
you
you.
is you inspire me. And the first time I went live with you was at the start of the pandemic, as I was making hand sanitizers, and I said to you, "You're from Detroit, I'm from Chicago. You can smell bullshit a long, a long way from Antarctica. So I would never, ever try to bullshit you." But thank you for telling the truth. And I resonate. I'm 61 too, so I postmenopausal. I have no filter anyway. So, but
Yeah, we get older and
you
we just
inspire
they
me.
think I'm
You
bad now. They catch me when I'm 70. I'm gonna really be cussing folks out. Like the older you get, yo, I don't give a damn. Just come in more. Oh, I think she frozen. We give her a second to your sister come back. She was up there, back there
okay?
waiting for. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Okay, you inspire me because as the person who have seen these, I'm one of your day ones. I've changed my email over the years, but I'm definitely one of your day ones, and I've been spreading the word and spreading truth. I understand when you cry. When I see you cry on your lives because you're frustrated and you're so passionate, you're giving. I cry too because you inspire me, and I said, "Oh no, Michi can't give up because I need Michi because I've had people." I've had people unfriend me. I've had people block me because I share the truth. And to have someone who resonates that along with me, it inspires me. So just know when you have those days when you said enough is enough, just know that people like me are standing with you and we're in it with you. If that means anything at all.
It
Um,
does.
I
Thank
want to talk
you.
to the people. Conspiracy is on. Oh, thank you. Conspiracy is only conspiracy until it becomes self-evident. And right now, we're in the
Mhm.
season of things becoming self-evident. Right now, I'm here in Birmingham, Alabama. My daughter's a nursing student, and she got cut off from her benefits. I have a 2-year-old grandson. I can only imagine what would have happened to her if I wasn't here to help complement and pick up the slack. Alabama has the highest black infant and maternal mortality rate in the country. So
Mhm.
I knew back in 2018, 19, when I started seeing this stuff coming and black mothers and babies were dying, I realized we're going to have to start delivering our own babies. And my daughter was my first client. She was my hardest client, but she was my first client. And so I'm here in Birmingham. And I have to tell you, it's such a challenge. I can only imagine what you're going through, just trying to change the mindset and empowering and educating people here. And it gets tiresome sometimes. I get tired, but I know if I give up, there's that one mother that appreciates what I have to bring to the table. I will tell you, I have other small businesses that I run as well. I will be in boot camp. So I'm going to have my questions written down because I am long-winded being from Chicago, and I want to just tell the people, look, everything everything Michi is saying is true. As far as where my mother lives in Chicago, they have the highest concentration of corporations buying up those foreclosed homes and properties, and people can't rent them. They also have the highest rate of Section 8 in that area, now one zip code. And I actually went to the building. I was just in Chicago recently, where they ICE raided the building, and what Michi put on it is true. And those kids had to go to school. There's 2 schools across the street on either side of the street where ICE raided those buildings. There are no Mexicans in that building. There's no Latinos in that building, and they totally demolished that building. So what Michi says is true. I'm here as a living witness. I can tell you guys this is true. Also, the other thing that I want to say is thing too that hasn't been reported on is a young man called Henry Mason Jr. Because of the Medicare and Medicaid cut nursing home, the money now is in the rehab because they can make more money on a short-term basis. So people are going to have to bring their loved ones home to get care for the rest of their lives.
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna see. Hopefully, she could come back. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. I think you back. Okay.
Yeah, I
It
work
was
in
breaking up
MRI,
pretty
so it's
bad.
oh, I work in MRI, so it's pretty shielded here. Um,
Okay.
I'll try to wrap it up, but I'm so happy that I finally got to talk to you again. But I see the evidence. I see from the immunization schedule. I see from the children that get the jabs that are having heart problems, multiple types of cancers going on. This stuff is real. So I don't know what that other dude was talking about. This stuff is real. I see it every day. And with the Ozempic, I have a family member right now that has what's called gastroparesis, and that's when the peristalsis, your intestines stop moving, your stomach cannot digest the food. It's just sitting there rotting in your intestines and in your stomach. And they're having all kind of tumors. There's also a lot of constipation that's going on. So this stuff is real, people. This stuff is real. Do not take that Ozempic. Don't do it. Um, and support your local farmers. And we got to get back to grassroots and community. So I thank you for your time, Queen.
Oh, she dropped off. That wasn't me. That was her reception, y'all. If you still listening, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. I cannot wait to see you in boot camp. We'll be able to talk more on the Wednesday. So I do have the other person, 318 fell off. I do have one person in the back, my girl Nadia. I'm gonna bring her up. I want to address some people on MX Network. Shout out to Camille. Camille wants to know how to give donations. She said, could I address that? Because she doesn't, you don't have to do Cash App, Camille. Actually, on MX Network, there should be a button down at the bottom of your chat that you can click for you to be able to give a donation. Somebody else did earlier. So you can actually do it right here on MX Network if you would like to. Again, you can just click it at the bottom where it says to send a donation and be able to do that right here on MX Network. If you don't want to do it in that way, Camille, you can also go over to the realmichix.com and we have a donation section over there for the work that's done in the community, the Black Agenda. So you can always go over there as well if you don't want to do Cash App. That's fine. And speaking of Cash App, shout out to, because I did get a Cash App. I'm glad that you said that. Let me say that. To Romeo, he always sends $10 for donation. For forever. Always been doing it. So shout out to Romeo. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. And then Linda G, I do see your message, Linda. Linda says you finally got the notice for the live broadcast. You have a question about boot camp. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let Nadia up. Go ahead and put your question in there, and I will absolutely answer it. Okay. Hey, girl. How you doing? Oh, look, is you muted? You muted. You gotta unmute your mic.
What up? What up?
Hey, y'all, this is a former student of mine, and we even got together once to have some lunch. I've known Nadia for a minute.
Yeah. Stayed in the restaurant till it closed.
Yeah, I know. Did they kicked us out? Did we stay there till it was to the end? That's
Yeah.
That is a thing for me, you guys. Just so y'all know, if I am really enjoying somebody's company and conversation, it never fails. If we are at a public restaurant or something, we're the last people to leave. That was not the first time. I very often get kicked out of restaurants because they like, we closing. Y'all been here 4 hours. You gotta go home.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, first and foremost, thank you so much for always supporting me. You always have. I appreciate you and I love you for it.
Absolutely.
And I want to second or third what the people have been saying about how real you are. And I want your audience to know that, man, y'all think she hella funny on this YouTube. Y'all, she is just as funny, if not more, in person. This is straight clowning, like seriously, on all levels. But when you get that Kendrick energy amongst you and the way we were just having fun, it's like, we clicked when we first even started talking, because it's like, you Pisces, I'm Pisces, like, I be thinking like this, and you be thinking I be saying the same thing, and blah, blah, blah. So I really feel it on that. But just to let you know, and even to this douchebag in the chat was talking about, it's not coming true. Sis, you have told us or warned us so many things that have now come into fruition. If the people just open up their fucking eyes, they will really see what's going on around us. And with this SNAP benefits, just like I was saying in the chat, that it's really a reason. Do y'all even get this government? I've been in this world 50 plus around the sun. And I'm gonna tell you something. It doesn't surprise me anything. I'm just surprised at how the people haven't caught on yet. They're doing this in our faces, and it's it just makes sense. Look at the timing. Yeah, they are going to get them benefits back because you guys are going to help boost the economy for this Thanksgiving crap, this Black Friday mess, and this Christmas shit. So it's if people, let me tell you something, and I say this, and I don't mean to be insensitive, but I say this with my whole chest. If y'all people go out here and start spending money after they starve your children, and y'all see how much they care. If y'all go out here and spend any money for this holidays because they didn't give y'all money back, y'all get whatever y'all deserve from this government. Because once you allow this government to starve you, you allow that same entity, once you allow the government to feed you, you allow that same entity to starve you. And if y'all ain't learned the lesson yet, what is it going to take for us and I'm not even talking about Black people, because we all know there's more people of non-Blackness or non-melanated people that is on these assistance, getting these benefits anyway. But as a collective whole, if we just don't see it and come together and honestly realize that we, the people, have always had the power. Y'all just scared as hell. I'm ready for the revolution. I am really ready for it because it's been time for it. And just like you were saying on one of your lives, it's we're going to leave this mess for our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren to inherit it, because we're not getting up our asses and showing this government what we're truly made of. It's y'all get on here, y'all got these keyboard gangsters be talking all this shit, but y'all ain't about to bust a grape. And it's I really do feel in order for some shit to change, I think the people got it. And I don't even understand, because I think we'd have been run down to our knees. But I don't think enough has happened to us, Meech. I really don't. I don't know what it's going to take, but I really don't think enough has happened for us to really get it in our brains and realize that we have the power to shut this shit down.
We do.
We really do.
We do. And people think that's unrealistic and say that. So I want to give a real example. 43 million people were cut off of food stamps. If just 4 million of them would have got up, showed up at their government buildings and was we're not having this, and started throwing some rocks and kicking some bags on. Maybe not even all of that, but I'm just saying, 43 million, what if just a percentage of those millions decided to show up? What if along with those percentage of millions, the government workers, they got military standing in food lines for hours, the military, to get food to feed their family? What if the military said, fuck that, and they took to taking their ass up to them government buildings, just like they got them in all of our cities, policing us? What if they all stepped up on the door and knocked on that motherfucker and said, excuse me, you playing with the taxes, I've been, and my money, and I've been working, we gonna need y'all to work this out, because I'm not understanding how y'all still get paid while we don't get any money. How come everybody money don't stop? Why does their money still keep going when it comes to the Congress and all of those people? Why would everybody else money get stopped? If just a couple million of them would have showed up, that's only a percentage of Americans. What if 40 million of them showed up? It's more of us than it is of them, and they gonna stop and be like, God damn, y'all keep thinking what they gonna do. They gonna call the military on it. If the military is at the door with us, because they was fucking over the military too. Who they gonna call? And they can call all the military they want, but what you must remember is that the military are American citizens. This is their soil. These are their families. Some of them gonna opt out and say, I'm not gonna attack American people for them fighting for their rights. And guess what? I don't care how much technology they got or whatever. They couldn't do shit to millions of us if we all stood up at the same time. And we don't even need everybody to do it. We just need a portion. That's it. So it's like, I just don't understand how people was at home crying. They ran to the food line and sat in the food line for 16 hours. Y'all should have took yourselves and y'all crying ass kids and went to the fucking Capitol, wherever your city hall. If you was in DC, go to the White House. Y'all should have sat on their steps hungry and let y'all kids y'all should have complained there. You sat for 16 hours in a fucking food line. Go sit your ass at the government buildings and ask them where your food at.
And I give you one even better. And I don't even think, first of all, getting in the mindset of people, when they really get this shit and it really click, you ain't got to do all that. If you keep your money in your pocket, make the turkey industry feel it this year. Make these people, make all these merchants and stuff feel it this year on Black Friday in this Christmas shit. Let them feel you. You ain't got to march. You ain't got to protest. You ain't got to, they will do it for you. Them companies start calling the people that they need to get in touch with, like, yo, okay, we need to get the people something, because now it's affecting their pockets, and then in return, them affecting their pockets, it's going to start affecting the people that get the taxes and stuff from them. So everybody gonna be hurting if we just stopped and said no more.
$3 billion are spent every Thanksgiving just for turkeys. That's not the other dressings, the other wrappings, your Thanksgiving finest suit you want to go get, that hair you get done, the liquor that you buy, the other cranberry sauce and shit. $3 billion on just the turkey. So what if y'all just decided to have spaghetti for Thanksgiving?
Okay.
Fuck them damn hot and serve. Let me tell you something. This is the kicker. Everything that's on the aisle, they call the end caps. The reason they're on the end is that tells you what is being pushed and what holiday and what thing is being pushed in that moment. If you go there now, all of the cranberry sauce, all of the hot and serve rolls, all of that stuff is on the end cap so that you can buy it and realize this is what we're here to purchase. If you just didn't buy turkeys, if Americans just did that, you would put a dent. They'll all be closing up. So it's just simple shit like that, where people should keep their money in their damn pocket. Don't buy now Christmas tree. Don't buy no lights, no wrapping paper, no gifts. And the funny thing is, you know how many people were sitting at home, Nadia, and they was like, if they don't turn the government back on, I'm not going to be able to give my kids Christmas. And they were sitting there contemplating, what kind of conversation do I have with my kids? Because I'm about to tell them we can't do Christmas. And I'm going to have to tell them we don't got no money. I have to explain that I buy these gifts and not Santa. And they were willing to have that conversation with their kids because they didn't have the money. And now that they got their money, they're not going to have that conversation. That same conversation should be taking place, and they should still move forward in the same vein that they was. And look, times is hard. You got your money back, good. Don't go and spend $2,000 on fucking Christmas and Christmas presents. Keep that shit too, because they might shut your ass down. For all the people who was affected, come January, you might be in the shutdown again. You can't afford to celebrate Christmas.
Oh, they gonna do it again. Oh, you better bet your sweet ass they gonna do this again, because I'm telling you, COVID taught us so much. If y'all don't see it, I swear, I know they were sitting here saying, we can't believe this shit working. They in the house. They 6 feet apart.
They go in the house, and the people was like, okay.
Oh, exactly. Take the jab. Okay,
but they gotta do it. He gave you a commissary check.
Like, man, listen, I don't get it, but I'm telling you, if the people don't understand and they don't get it now, I don't know what it's gonna take for them to get it. Even with these holidays, like, I stopped celebrating holidays like well over like 2 decades ago, like 3 decades ago, really, because my son is 30. 3 decades, I stopped. Cut out, because it's like, first of all, I told my husband, we're not telling them that some jolly ass fat white man is coming down a chimney, which we didn't even have at the time, to come and get. No, you're not taking that credit from me. The white man got enough credit. You look on Jesus, he's Jesus. You look at all the other things that builds him up. No, me and your daddy got this. If it's anything going to be done, but he was on the same rare with me. He was like, no, I totally agree. It's like, no, I'm not giving my credit to, to nobody else because we did this. I want you to understand what hard work looked like when you're able to do it. So it's like, no, we never did do it. But just even still, I say all that to say, I'm not telling people to stop it because I know you're not, unless you start, open up your eyes and really understanding what's really going on the surface, and realize everything is smoke and mirrors. You understand what I'm saying? So when you really wake up and understand what this government is capable of and what it's doing, because some people still have faith in this government, and I don't understand how. Like I said, I've been around the earth 58 times, and I'm telling you right now, these motherfuckers ain't never. It's all about what
Well, let
they
me
can
ask you
do.
this, Nadia, because this is what I've had to come to realize. Do you remember when you weren't awake to everything?
Yeah, I was. Well, when I woke up, I was in my 20s. That people start waking me up in my 20s. I've been grown for a long ass time,
Right,
Misha.
but what I'm saying is that if we remember when we weren't so woke and aware of what was going on, I think back to how when I was in the conditioning, how I didn't realize I was conditioned. I didn't
Okay,
realize that I was in the matrix. So I remember that part, and I say that people wake up, but they be aware of what's going on at different stages and places in their life. And
that's true.
so I just remember, like even when I was a Christian, I would argue you down about the word. You could. I look back at how hard I went for that shit now that I know the truth. And I was like, what the fuck was wrong with you? But because when you are in the conditioning of some shit, you don't know that you're in it. It ain't till you come out from among that thing that you can look back and say, damn. So I get it. So many people are programmed. People like me and you, we don't watch television. I mean, I have a giant ass TV in my bedroom. I don't even have TVs in my living room anymore, but we have TVs in our rooms. But even like my son is 16, we don't turn him down. He turn the TV on when he playing this game, but we don't turn the TVs on. We go and be specific. I go to YouTube. I look up the things that I want to watch. And so, like I tell people all the time, when I want to feel like I've had a day off because I'm alone and I'm with myself a lot. So I'm in my head a lot. I'm a thinker. I spend a lot of time alone.
That's
And so
that
my mind is
focus.
always going. So I can leave this office and go in my room or go in the kitchen. But guess what's still going? This mind. And so if I ever want to feel like I've really taken the day off, it's not about coming out of my office. It's not about not going live. I have to literally go in my room and I'll watch TV. I go find something to watch on Netflix. I'll binge watch something. And at the end of the day, I really feel like I took a break. You know why? Because watching TV makes you mindless. I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't worried about anything. I was so focused at what was on the screen and what it was projecting to me. My brain wasn't focused on anything else. And it makes you mindless. And when the day is over and I turn off the TV, I think to myself, damn, I felt like I really didn't do nothing today because I didn't even fucking think for myself because I'm watching this TV all day. So even when I want to be mindless for a moment, I want my mind to stop running, right? Because I spend a lot of time alone. But you would be surprised. We say that easily because we don't watch TV anymore. But you remember when I first came on, I ain't said it in a while. But when I used to say, y'all want solutions? I'm gonna give you a real simple solution, but I bet your ass won't simply do it. Stop watching TV.
Stop watching TV.
That was one of my biggest solutions for y'all. Yeah, well, how did you? What's the solution? Turn your fucking TV off. Stop watching TV. You go be specific about what you want to watch. If you want to know what's going on with this shutdown, you go look up the information. We got YouTube, we got everything else now. But stop some of us watch TV all day. The TV run in the background. We got to go to sleep with some TV on. Stop all of that shit because it is a tool that is conditioning you. And I'm saying all of that to go back and say that I think that you can't force anybody to wake up when they're conditioning in the matrix. It's up to them when they decide to walk out. So what I have learned is that you just got to find yourself with a group of like-minded people and not worry about the rest. When they wake up, guess what? The universe and the way the matrix works, that when you come up out that motherfucker, you will be directed and find those that are awake just like you. And then they'll find us and we'll welcome them to the awake club. But until that happens, I don't argue with people who don't want to see what it is. That's fine.
Yeah.
My conversation is for the people that understand what's going on. They would like to understand more depth of it. And then the thing is, well, now that I know this, what do I do? So I've learned that that's who my message is for. And so anybody who doesn't even see what I'm talking about, I'm not trying to convince nobody of nothing. When all hell break loose in your house and in your neighborhood and the shit hit the fan, that's not my problem. Because I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I love y'all to death too. But when the shit hit the fan, as much as I love y'all, I'm gonna say I hope you learned enough from me. But don't you knock on my door, because when the shit hit the fan, I'm not worried about none of y'all neither.
Okay.
Okay. Because in survival times, the worst thing you can do is be the giver. I'm giving away shit, not an extra roll of toilet paper, not some extra batteries. I don't got an extra radio. I don't got an extra fucking Percocet. I don't got nothing for you, because once you give it away, you tell people that you have stuff, and then you become obligated, because now they come back to you for most stuff. Now everybody see you giving out stuff. Next thing I know, I got to fight off a million motherfuckers because they trying to come and get all the stuff that I got because you weren't prepared for what was about to happen.
Girl, look, my no game is too strong. My
but
no
you can't
game
starve
is too
me.
strong.
Yeah, so you know, we got to give them some grace and let the people that sleep. When you wake up, come find us.
I give them grace, because, and one thing you did say, when you do wake up from this matrix, first thing you're gonna be is mad as hell. I'm telling you, you're gonna be mad as hell, because I'm telling you, me sometimes, because I'm a Pisces like you, I stay in my head a lot, but I like my solitude. I love being alone. People don't understand that about me, but I love being alone. A lot of times I don't want to talk to people because I'm in my head. I want to listen to my own thoughts. I don't want to be encouraged by somebody else's. But when you understand what's really going on, being in the know of things will isolate you. It isolates you, because I don't talk to people. Because when I say some of the shit that come out my mouth, they looking at me like they can see my third eye. You know, but I know what I'm talking about. But because they're so, you know, still in that matrix, and the little things that I'm trying to tell them, are just trying to just plant a little seed in them, they're like, no, it's like they just don't get it. So it's like, you know what? That's fine, because whatever you eat don't make me shit. So I'm good with that. You know, you go on and do what you do, and I'm gonna keep mine over here. And I want to talk to you a bit about, because I'm getting ready to escape it already, girl. I'm getting ready. I'm out the country. I'm out of here.
You leaving?
Taking that course, like, first of all, girl, you done taught me how to do this shit, right? You done taught me how to do this so I can go anywhere. So next year, my bags is packed. I'm going to Thailand, boo.
Good for you.
I'm going, and I was sitting here looking at YouTube videos about the little cities that I want to move to and everything. So it's like, I'm just going. It's not that I'm trying to escape anything, because with this guy, I'm just going for the quality of life. You know, I got more years behind me than I do in front of me. And I just want to be able to feel like I got some type of freedom. You know what I'm saying? The stress, no more hustle and bustle, and I'm retiring. You know, my business is pretty much on automatic. And I cannot thank you so much for all the advice you've given me, all the help, all the support that you've given me. And it's like now, and I want to encourage everybody to understand what she's saying, what she tell you guys. Like, when she offer them courses, take them courses, because I promise you, you're gonna be on overload, because she give you more and more. And sometimes, like, wait a minute, slow down, because it was a lot. It's a lot to take in, because it's so much information in there. You gonna come up out that mug. If you don't come up out there with at least 3 or 4 ideas of business resolution you can do, I don't know what it is. I took a course one time, and I swear from that I got 4 businesses. I'm like, look.
Girl, and let me tell you something. Let me tell you, and you took my course back in the day. You had not taken my boot camp. My boot camp has 50% more information than the one that you took. We go over AI. We go how you use the AI systems. We didn't have AI back when you took it.
Right.
How you can do all of those things. Also, too, in marketing has changed a lot too. There's a lot of marketplaces you can place your stuff on, a lot more sales channels and things that you can do versus trying to build up your own, you know, social media and things. So much stuff has changed, and even the information you got, you did so much with it. And so, you know, I want to put this in I always like to brag, especially on my students, that I get a lot of people. Shout out to y'all. Know life gets in the way, and this is why I'm offering the boot camp to people again, because I know a lot of y'all taking the class, but you didn't follow through. And there is a lot in there. But the reason I do that, Nadia, is because I want people to realize there's so much ways you can make money online. I want people to do what fits their pocket, their passion, and the time they have to put in it, because everything not for everybody. But you're gonna find something in there that's for you if you pay
Yep.
attention. But I'm gonna put this, you guys, because the link will work for me if I put it in there. But that's her website. So I mean, instead of talking about it, be about it. Click on it and go check it out. If you think I'm lying, this is this wonderful sister's website. She's had this website for many years. So yeah, that's one of her several businesses. So when people say do your classwork, absolutely it does.
Absolutely.
And I'm very happy to be able to help my people in that way get that kind of knowledge. Knowledge is power, but it's not power unless you apply it. So if you apply the knowledge that you get, it do change people's lives. I love to meet the people who are like, girl, I make money online. I don't work anymore because of you. I got my kid in homeschool because of you, and things of that. They could put them in Zeiss because they learn how to make money. I had a student in the past, she had an online liquor store. Okay.
Yeah.
She got a
I
liquor
remember that.
license and she had a liquor store and they drop shit her liquor for her. So it's like, it's so much stuff that people can do. And I'm always happy when students like you take advantage of the knowledge and use it so that your life can be where it needs to be, because there's so much money out there we're missing. And I just don't believe in slaving every day. Like the life that I live, and I don't know, after having the businesses and how you see money can be made, don't you feel, and I don't mean this disregarding to anybody in the chat, I don't. So let me say that. When I was trying to work for people in the world, if you offered me $25 an hour, I thought, oh, that's a good paying job. If you think that I'm going to work for a whole hour and you're going to hand me fucking $25,
Yep.
you can make $2,500 while I'm sleeping. Okay? Wake up and be like, oh shit, let me push some buttons. I got a bunch of survival shit to send off. Oh, I made a couple more orders over there. Okay, they're gonna get sent out. Oh shoot, I got this. Like, I have all these different streams. I can wake up every day. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and YouTube gonna tell me how much I done made off of this. And I don't teach people how to do YouTube because that's not something I believe everybody can do. Okay, I'm talking about shit people could really do. But I mean, it after experience what I've experienced, that was my poor mindset. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, but to work even for $25 an hour, that's a poor mindset, because you know how quickly in this economy we spend $25. So you'll spend $25 to get you a coffee and some donuts and shit in the morning and a breakfast sandwich. My question to you is, if somebody said, I need you to work for an hour, and when you're done, I'm gonna give you a coffee, 2 donuts, and a breakfast sandwich, would you have fucking worked an hour for that? Because you see how quickly you spent that shit that you worked an hour for? No, I couldn't do it. You could not make me work. You couldn't offer me $50 an hour and I'd take that job. No, I wouldn't.
I walked away from it. I was a daycare director. I walked away from 50 because, again, and I want people to understand what she's offering here, guys. Y'all don't understand when you use the knowledge that she is supplying to you, just apply it. She's supplying it. All you got to do is apply it. If you take that, I promise you, whether you're being paid $25 an hour, $50 an hour, nothing compares to when you go to sleep and wake up and all your notifications is down. Like, you ain't done nothing but sleep. You ain't done nothing but sleep. And money is just coming into your account. You can listen, I call it involuntarily kidnapping. I'm not gonna voluntarily be kidnapped. I'm not gonna do it. It's just I don't want to go. I got to give you my time. When I'm at work, my brain is not even there because I'm thinking about how the hell I'm going to get out of here, And I'm also doing other things like selling courses. I'm teaching you how you can make $1,000 a day. That's so easy. Like, I'm telling you, the money that's out here,
and
guys.
I see you over there doing with her courses. And I want y'all to know that I don't hold secrets. I teach courses.
Yes,
and I'm going to show you how you can teach courses too. You may have some knowledge somebody wants. And if you don't have the knowledge somebody wants, I can show you where you can purchase courses, white label them, and it's other people that made courses about shit you might not know nothing about, and you can sell their courses. So you can sell courses too. You can teach them, or you can buy other courses and sell them yourself. So again, I'm glad that you brought that up, because that is one of the things that I teach in the boot camp. And a lot of times, often people do not think, well, I can't teach a course. Yes, you can. It's a lot. You'd be surprised that you can teach. Just know what you're teaching, and as long as you know what you're talking about, you can teach classes. I got a student right now who people pay her. She is online on Instagram, I believe, and she does her daughter's hair, and she does cute little hairstyles. You know, everybody want to do grown hair on kids today, but she does some really cute hairstyles. People are always asking her, and she gets viral videos. How do you have a tutorial? How did you do her hair like that? You get a lot of people who don't know how to do their kids' hair. You know, so she kept getting asked that. I said, girl, if you don't go ahead and make you a class, she finally did. She got a $20 class. She said everybody be asking her, it's $20, and she goes through some styles and how she does some of the girls' hair. She made a video and she put the video up there, and she's selling her $20 video. That is a class.
That's it. That's it. And
yeah,
I'm telling you again, I just don't think that you get the recognition that you should get, because anyone that has ever taken your class, they know. And not only you are as good as you are when you are teaching class, you are supportive. Like, I know when I had questions and stuff, remember that time we stayed on the phone? I think it was like 5 hours that went by. It was like 5 hours we've been talking. But you don't gatekeep. You are absolutely right about that. You not only help people, but you actually like that. And I think I paid for your consultation, but we ended up staying on the phone for like 5 hours.
We had a consultation. We talked for hours.
Yeah, go over and beyond, and you just like dropping them gems. And girl, I was like picking that shit up. I was picking it up. But it's like, that's what people don't understand. So when I see people on here be, coming at you, girl, I be cussing the TV. I'm like, motherfucker, you don't even understand. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's crazy to me. But I like the fact that, and sometimes I wish you don't even ignore it, but as Pisces, we can't, because it's like you hit me, I'm not gonna stop till I hit you back, right?
Yeah. I like to. I'm a little petty. I like to argue with somebody. I'm quick-witted with them words. So I think that ever since I've been on the scene, part of my show is I think my audience look forward to me because of somebody else in the chat.
Yeah.
If I don't go in the chat, they be like, oh, she really focused today. Like, some people don't waste your time. Look, I'm enjoying myself having a conversation.
Yeah.
In real life, if you say some dumb shit around me, I'm probably going to check you in real life and be like, why you just say that dumb shit? Like, I'm the person that will call you on your bullshit in front of you. I have friends, they take me out. If somebody says the wrong thing, and it could not be that I'm going to go completely off on you, but they'll say some dumb shit, and my friends know how I am, and they'll give me this look like, oh my God, why did they say that shit? And I'll be looking,
she going to say something.
I'm going to look at you like, girl, that was dumb what you did. Why would you do that? Like, nobody wants to say that shit. I am going to say that shit.
Yep. That's it.
That's in real life. I think people are not used to folks being straightforward. So to them, they see it as aggressiveness. I'm not aggressive. I'm just being honest with you. Something people are not used to most people doing with them. So I will be honest. I enjoy the shit talking to the people in the chat. Like, it's like, get it off my chest.
Oh,
like,
I love it when you get in that ass. I be over here rolling. I'm like, can't nobody, because my friend told me on TV, she's like, you gotta go and watch this girl. She is like your doppelganger. I swear to God, that is you. And when I watch it, I'm like, yep, that's some shit I'd say. When that sign behind you right now, miss me with that bullshit. Boo, you probably was in junior high, elementary school when I was saying that back in the day. I'm like, oh, you can miss me with that bullshit.
Right, that came from our era, and it was so funny. And let me give y'all a little tip about understanding your audience. I have that sign because of y'all, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I used to say, "Miss me with that bullshit," but it's just I don't really say that much anymore. It's just what I used to say all the time, and y'all started calling it back to me. Y'all would say it in the chat. I would be saying something, they'd be like, "Nah, they need to miss us with that bullshit." And when I saw that, I said, "Okay, so." That's how you always know that you have a catchphrase, when your audience starts giving back to you what you said. That's the catchphrase, because the audience has then labeled you with that phrase. I was like, let me go get my sign for my show. This was the Mystery with That Bullshit show, because y'all, I said, I guess I do say that a lot. And y'all associated that with me, so that's why I went ahead and got the sign. So, girl,
that it fits you, it fits your whole platform. You need to start selling some shirts with. Well, you do got some shirts.
I do. Look, that's the funny shit, is that for people to be like, you be grifting. so much shit that I sell, but I never promote it on here. If you guys go to the realmichiX.com, you go to my merch section, I have Miss Me With That Bullshit t-shirts. I got some Don't Talk About It, Be About It. I got a bunch of shirts over there. With a bunch of things on it. I don't never really promote them here. Don't get me wrong, but you can put those things up in marketplaces. And even though people don't know me, people like shirts with the sayings that are on them. So I sell a lot of my merch, honestly, to people who aren't even my audience, because I don't promote it that much. But if you do want to Miss Me With That Bullshit t-shirt, we definitely have them on the Real Michi X.
Yeah, because I got a shirt. Every time I wear it, I don't have not one time I have ever wore this shirt that I made and it says, please cancel my subscription to your bullshit. Every time I wear that shirt, I get a response from it. Every time. I'm like, I need to start sending y'all asses somewhere where y'all can go get this shirt, right? But it's a whole lot done with that. But anyway, girl, but listen, keep doing what you're doing. You know, every time I talk to you, it's like I'm talking to a girlfriend from a long, long time ago. You know, the energy is always good with us. But again, I appreciate you, sis. You just don't even understand how much I appreciate
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
For saying that.
Yeah, it's good to see somebody that you pour into and they receive it. Like it makes me feel good to know that you was my student a long time ago and watch the progress that you've made. Because I say that to people, like, you're not going to turn, this is not like magic. You got to put work into it. But if you do the work, it'll happen. And some people stop before they even get started. But to watch you have taken this time over these years, and this is what I tell people, anybody who took the boot camp with you that stopped, where they at now? They wishing they had kept going because you did. And look at where you are, 3-4 years later after doing that. You got 4 streams of income. I'm moving out the country because I learned I could do this from anywhere. You sure can. You could be on the beach sipping Mai Tais. What the fuck you doing, Mai Tai? And hear your phone ding, ding, ding. You making money and you getting the tan on the beach or some shit. Yeah. Like, so I'm so proud of you. That's really my goal. Yes, I make money off of this stuff. But the biggest reward for me is to watch my people actually take the knowledge and do something with it. That's really the goal. The funny thing is, I have consultations and I'll do classes. I like doing classes and consultations with people who don't do it. And folks will say, well, you got paid for it. But in my mind, I'm like, no, you wasted my knowledge and my time. I feel some way about that because I don't care if a person paid me $100,000 to teach a class. Yeah, I'm glad I got my money, but all of y'all took this class. I want to see y'all do something with it. I think that speaks to the knowledge that's in this class or the teacher that I am. I don't want you to come in here just to give me your money if you're not going to do nothing with this knowledge. I just would rather have had you use the information. That's how I feel. So I'm always proud when I see those students, that actually put the knowledge to use and turned it into some power, because there are a lot of y'all that I have met over the years and it changed your life. This shit changed my life too. And it's not social media. Y'all know I haven't had monetization for over 3 years. So I'm not talking about YouTube.
Right.
I've been making money online since 2015. For y'all knew who I was. Y'all didn't know who I was till 2019. I've been doing this since 2015. So much has advanced that it's getting easier and easier to do over time. But that shit changed my life. When I had a restaurant and when business was brick and mortar, I had my own businesses before I came online. That shit was hard as fuck. It was very hard. And to see how much easier this was and all the strides that I made, like, making money online changed my life. And I'm so happy when I see that it changes y'all life. That's the whole purpose of it. It ain't just so you can make an extra little something to get your nails done or, to buy you some little extra chicken wing dinners. No, I want it to change your life. I want you to be moving out the country because that's what you want to do. I want you to be able to go buy a house for the first time in your life when you thought you never would. I want you to be able to go and outright buy a car so you don't have to have a car note. Or if you do, you can make the payments every month without no problem. I want you to go to sleep at night. And I promise you, money don't fix all problems because I stress a lot. But money is not what I stress about. And it is nice for that not to be a stressor because it used to be. How we going to pay these bills? The lights finna get motherfucking cut off. How we going to get the things that we need for our kids? And it's like, to go to sleep at night and not have any of those be my stressors.
And everything's on auto pay. It's just happened. Yeah.
You get money and you ain't even got to worry about the check you just got deposited because you already got a bunch of money in your account. Have you ever had so much money in your bank account that when you got a big ass check, it didn't even matter? You ain't got to run and deposit or nothing. Even if they direct deposited, it didn't matter. You're not waiting on payday. because
Listen,
you never run out of money. So whenever you get a payday, it just adds to the pot.
have you ever got a check and forgot you had the check? And it's just been accumulating. It's like I ain't even know this about $3,000. I ain't even know I had this. Oh,
Yeah,
let me go put this in the bank.
see.
Yeah,
And I remember where she started, y'all. That's why I said that makes me prouder than anything. Like, I don't know. We had the class back then. What was it? 129, 199. I don't
it
care
was
about
something
that
like that.
$200 you gave me, girl. I am so glad about the fact though that investment changed your life and you here now. That makes
It did me because I'm telling you, I was at a point like it's like because it's like I don't have a trust fund. I don't have a 401k. But I didn't have that. I had to figure this stuff out. Like literally, like what am I going to do? Like being up at night stressing. Like I mean, I found out that I was a stress eater. Never thought I could be a stress eater because it's like I just like to eat because the food tastes good. But no, I started to realize that I stress because I eat because stress it helps
Mhm.
relieve it. And I just started doing, and I'm just having so many things going on. It's like I felt like I was in quicksand, drowned. Like, what can I do? What can I do? And I've always been looking at it like, I trust her enough because really you got to trust a person first. And it's like I trust her. I see her a lot. She knows she knows what she's talking about. And then like she remind me so much of me. Like I'm gonna give this girl a chance. I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna go for it because what do I have to lose? Because I'm already drowning. And I'm talking going to sleep, waking up in the middle of the night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to figure this shit out. What am I gonna do? And now it's just I always sometimes think like the people that has come into my life, and I always recite my gratitude first thing in the morning when I wake up because I'm so grateful. Like, I don't know why you and your ears ain't been burning because you will be all up in my thoughts and my thankfulness when I'm, my gratitude prayer. You guys are in it because I appreciate it so much because I know what it was like versus I know how it is.
Yeah.
Right. So,
And
and
once
that's
you
even with
once
my
you know how it
business.
is now, and you realize life can be that way, you ain't never going back to the way it used to be, is you?
You can't. It's
And
it's
you
not.
don't
It's
have
like
to.
you can't unlearn something that you've learned. You can't unlearn it now, right? So
Yeah.
it's just like with the business. It's like the money is good, right? But what really gives me the most joy is when they call me or they email me and say, "Your product helped me with this. Your product healed me from this. Because of you, I no longer have diabetes. Because of you, my husband is no longer, having prostate problems." You know what I'm saying? It's like that is the biggest.
Mhm.
I cannot tell you, like it's bigger than the money. It's bigger than the
Yeah.
money. To know that I'm helping some, that is the thing that gets me going every single day, knowing that my products has helped somebody. Oh man, y'all ain't seen them yet. I got some more products coming for y'all.
And let
Think
me
y'all gonna
and let
see
me
good
say that
stuff?
too to everybody. When she's saying that about her businesses, she's talking about her herbal business. She's an herbalist, and she has made me specialty things in the time that I've known her. So yes, on her site, she also does have a consultation that you can get if there's something that you need to be created personally for the issues that you're dealing with health wise. She will create you your own supplement based off what it is you're going through. And
Right.
so, and she has definitely created those things for me. And if I ever feel like I have a health issue, I'm not a person that takes medicine a lot, and I'm not going to do shots or none of that stuff. I keep her in mind. This is who I would call if I was like, look, like when I was dealing with them kidney stones, you know what I'm saying? What should I take? She's going to give me the natural herbs and stuff and put in the supplement form and send it to me. And so that service is there. If you go look at the site, if you guys don't know that, you can get a consultation and then she'll discuss with you whatever the cost is to create your own herbal supplements for what it is that you're dealing with. So,
But y'all better do it before
oh
July
yeah,
of next year, because I'm out of here.
I'm leaving. She said, I'm leaving the pill press machine behind. I'm not making no more specialty formulas.
Nope. That's why I'm trying to put everything on my site now that I think people can be good for. Because I got some brain shrooms coming out that's good for the mental clarity. Listen, I'm going through menopause, girl. If any of my ladies out there going through menopause, y'all hang in there. Check my site. I got something banging for menopause. I got all the hard hitters because the night sweats and the hot flashes and the mood swings. I got some for us ladies that trust me. Check it out. It's coming. It's coming.
I'm gonna be on there myself in a minute. Look, I don't got none of that. I guess it's premenopausal. I'm tired as hell though. Somebody was like, "How old is you?" They was like, your hormones is up." I be tired. I be like, "I just woke up, but I'm still tired." I thought it was life. They was like, "Girl, no,
No,
that's the
boo.
premenopause." You trying to sleep the
No,
same
boo.
way? Shit.
Them hormones starting to become erratic inside of you. You don't even understand. Like, I'm always moody. You moody? Like, oh my God, girl, it's
I
crazy.
don't
Like,
be moody. I
I got
just
my
don't give a damn about
I got
nothing.
I got my I got on Instagram, I'm not on Instagram, but TikTok is like mine is like, what the fuck menopause? Girl, I got a book, I got an ebook coming out that I'm getting ready to put out there. It's like,
Go
what the
ahead,
fuck
yeah.
menopause?
Get that
Like, what's
ebook.
going on? So yeah, girl, I'm talking all about. That's what my YouTube channel gonna be about a little bit. I'm be shouting you out. I'm be talking
Well,
about
you make sure
menopause.
you come back over here when your channel is up so we can shout you out, get people over there. The least we can do is get you your 1,000 subscribers and watch some content and get you monetized. We can do
I
that.
know.
We can do that.
But I have it up there. It's called just like my name on my screen. Turn a
You
New
got some
Leaf with G
content on it?
Nadia.
You
But
got
I just got on there and did some little stuff. But I'm gonna get ready to get on there and really start making my channel. Really start building my channel because I'm actually gonna tell people how they can turn a new leaf and lead this damn country. Right?
okay. I
So
think you gonna do
it's
it.
all gonna fall up under the Turn a New Leaf umbrella. So yeah, we're gonna be
Good. And for
discussing that.
everybody asking, I put it in the chat a couple times, but I'm gonna put it again. There you guys go. There's her website. For the people at MX Network, it is Turn a New Leaf. You don't have your name on the screen, huh? Let me see. Y'all can let
Nadia,
me
did I
see.
not put it on there? G Nadia.
They say Nadia, don't say Turn a New Leaf. But anyway, if you guys go over to Turn a New Leaf for over on MX Network, it's TRNANU ANU and then leaf like regular LEAF.com, you guys. If
And
you guys
y'all
want to go
also, please, like she just said, I know sometimes we may be having issues or whatever. And if you like me and Michi, I don't take medications. I am 58 years old. I have never had anything prescribed to me other than a strep throat. I just don't do it, right? Because I know that for every organ in your body, there's an herb for it, right? For
Mhm.
everything that you got going on, the universe is not created and not have anything in here for us to be able to survive off of. It's going to sustain us. And if you guys have anything that you can't quite get your doctor to understand, or maybe even look it up, or you need some assistance, like she said, contact me. Put in a consultation so we can talk, and I will be more than happy to. All the knowledge and experience that I have, either I will guide you in the right direction, or either I will give you a formula, create you a formula so it can help you in that in whatever you're ailing with, basically. So yeah, and I'm really good with that. And again, I know the consultation like 30 minutes, but we get to start talking and you telling me some things. I'm not cutting you off. I'm not one of the people that's, oh, your 30 minutes is up. We're gonna talk about this until we get you some help. So
Yeah.
for real. Yeah. So yeah, girl, that's all I
Well,
got.
I'm
But
proud of you. Thank you for coming up and sharing when you do drop in. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I'm so proud of you. I'm happy for you, and I hope you have a wonderful time and where you're going. Yeah, and the internet is everywhere, so you gotta put that on your YouTube page. We want to see you going to a new place, and and doing all that. And then of course, that's what's going to also make people take your ebook more serious. Of how do you get out the country? What is it like if that's something you've never done? There's a lot of people who that might be their plan to get the hell out of here. And if we can see you're doing it, then we know that you want to get, if you're going to get some information on how to do it from somebody, you want to do it from a person that you see doing that stuff. So you gotta keep us updated on the journey of it.
Y'all go subscribe to my channel, because I'm telling you, I ain't there yet.
Well,
but when I get ready to do it, Turn a New Leaf with G Nadia on YouTube, because I'm getting ready to take y'all through how I'm gonna get ready to sell all my stuff. How I'm gonna get rid of all my, sell my car, get my visas, get all my paperwork done. I'm gonna have all that information. So if y'all want to make this trip, then you'll be able to say, okay, I know somebody that did it, and maybe I didn't think about this, but this is possible. It is possible. Just take Michi's course and get the hell up out of here if y'all ready to go. Because you can do it
I
anywhere.
found it. Here y'all go. Y'all go over there and subscribe to her channel. Show some love. It don't cost you nothing to do that. Go over there and subscribe to the channel. There go the YouTube channel, y'all. I'll just
That's
subscribe.
right. And we're going to have some fun over there. We're going to have some fun over there. I'm going to talk to y'all. I'm going to educate y'all. I'm going to have some fun. Y'all going to be ready to go. Yeah, listen, somebody might say, hey, you leaving in July. I'm leaving in May, nigga. I'm out of here.
I know
You
a lot of
showed
people
me how to
that's
do
been leaving. Go ahead.
it. Exactly. So yeah. But oh, she said I wish I had y'all in my life as my mentors.
Yeah, shout
Girl,
out to Sweetie
listen.
Princess. Well, Sweetie
That's
Princess, you do have me as a mentor for the next 6 weeks in the boot camp. Every Wednesday, we get to talk. You get to take it off and ask me questions, and I'm gonna help you through it all. So
I
make sure
need to get that boot camp. I need to see what that's about.
it's send me an email if you do, or text me. You got my number, so it's 50% off for you. But this the one who told me I don't charge enough. She gonna be like, girl,
I did tell you that.
you the one told me that, girl.
Uh-huh.
This play, I done paid $1,000 before, and ain't nobody never gave me half this shit you done gave me.
Facts.
She said you need
Facts.
to charge more. She told me that.
And I meant that because it's like I'm telling you about people pay when they pay attention.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, when
And
people sacrifice for something, they do. They
yeah.
tend to give it all they got. Like I've let people in my classes for free and they
Yeah.
don't show up because they didn't sacrifice nothing to get there. They don't
That's
put all
it.
their effort into it because they didn't pay nothing to get it. I have events and I will allow people to come for free because they say I don't got the money, but it be the very same people who won't show up because of the slightest thing. But if they had invested, had they bought that ticket, had they spent that money or that $200 or whatever, guess what? They would have showed up because they have sacrificed something for it. People don't value what's free because the word free makes them think it's no value to it. That's how we've been conditioned. So if I give somebody something for free, something in their brain automatically tells them this is not valuable because it's free. When you put a price on it, then it has a value to it that they can say, well, it's worth this much. And if they spend that, they are going to put more of their effort forward because they have sacrificed something for it. So
it's all about that number psychology. It's that number psychology we're dealing with because I promise you, when for us, seem like the more expensive it is, the more value they put on it. Right? Mm-hmm. Because they think it's going to make them look good, make them perform better or whatever. But it's like, no, you got somebody in the community, guys, that is actually really about her people. Like she know y'all ain't got no damn money. Right? She already know it. She's trying to help you. So help her help you. Like it's the best thing that's ever, it would change your life. I promise you, it would change your life. And you can be out here going to sleep, waking up like, oh shit.
All right.
Like that is a good feel. That is a great feeling. It is a great feeling, right?
And then
I
if
want
you
to
got
show
a job,
people,
I need you to go to work and quit. Don't call over the phone. Go in to quit. That's how I quit jobs.
But now wait a minute. Now I am gonna go on record and say we gotta have some workers out here, right? Because my business couldn't run if I didn't have my workers, right? So I can appreciate.
Well, you know, it depends on the mindset. Some people are business minded. Some people are workers. But even in the boot camp, let me say this: something that we go into that we didn't do as much last time is that we talk about your side hustle, or if you are a worker and you do work, we would prefer for you to do that work freelance. So you're kind of working for yourself still, but you are out there doing work, right? And so we talk about that a lot and how you can obtain skills. Another thing we'll be talking about in this boot camp is where you can, if you are interested in getting a job. Some people don't want to do their own business. Some people just want to be able to promote their side hustle and make it grow bigger. Some people do want a job, but they don't have the knowledge. So we're also going to discuss where you can go to get these certifications and knowledge so that you can learn Google marketing. These classes take a couple of days and you can be certified in it. You can go and, get certified in search optimization engines. You can go get certified in all of these different things that people actually need online. So you can get a job and work for the people online. So I do understand everybody is like, I don't want to be, when you're a boss and something goes wrong, there's nobody to call but you. You have to fix every fucking thing. And so everybody's not ready for that. And so some people just want to work for somebody else or have the knowledge to do that. So again, in this bootcamp, we cover everything so that whether you're looking to get a job online because you can't find no more jobs out there in the economy, whether you're looking to take the knowledge you already have and freelance and work for yourself, whether you have a side hustle and you want to be able to know how do you promote that more. There's ways online where you can put your side hustle in front of millions and millions and millions and millions of people every day. And it doesn't cost you anything to put them in front of them, right? So that will grow your side hustle. So we're going to go over all of that, all the way up to, you want to start your own network? You want to be the next Tubi? Where do you even get content from? How do you get those movies? How do you get stuff to put on your network if you're not a content creator, right?
Wow.
All the way down to if you want to create your own product, but maybe you don't want to do that, right? So we're going to have all of that in there. So no matter where you are, that's why I always say in this boot camp, it is something in here for everybody, no matter how much money you have or don't have, whatever your passion is and whatever time you can put into it. The first 3 ways we'll learn to make money, it costs you nothing at all to get started. It costs your ass some work ethic. Do the work and it'll work for you.
It happens.
But it don't cost you nothing to do it. So I have students who take this first way of making money, and by the second, third week of boot camp, I've had plenty of students be like, I already made some money with the first way you told us. So again, people was asking me about the class. I'll put the link in there again. The link is in the description of the YouTube video, but there it is in the chat, you guys, for people who were asking me about it. And somebody said, when does the boot camp start? It is November 16th, this Sunday. So this Sunday is our first instruction class, and then Wednesday we will get together for you guys to ask me any questions about what I put out there on Sunday, and if you need to understand it a little better. Now, this is my last live boot camp. So after this, you can still purchase the classes, but it will be recordings. I mean, it'll still be the same information. You're still going to get all the quizzes, all the lists, all of the homework assignments and everything. And you'll have your videos to watch it at your own pace and stuff like that. But what you will not get, the price will come down too, but what you will not get is that Wednesday with me. You won't have those 6 classes where I'm helping you get your stuff started. And all of my boot camp students, if you want me to, a lot of them leave and they make success, so they don't need it. But if you do what you're supposed to do and you finish your assignment, not necessarily by the end of boot camp, but if you take the live boot camp, when you have your stuff up and running, whatever it is you're doing, I will promote it for you. Marketing costs money. I will market it for you for free because you're one of my boot camp students. So these are the things that you are going to get, just like you saw the tiny tip nail person, like, or other people. I've talked about the girl on Etsy, or how I promote her stuff all the time because she's one of my students and I know where her stuff is, right? So I get students who go on to start making money. They don't even come tell me they fight because they don't even need my damn help. But those things will not be available after this class. You'll be able to watch the recordings, but the other stuff won't come with that. So that's the thing. You'll be able to get the classes in January, you guys, to start off the new year, but it will be, like I said, recordings. If you want to come to the live boot camp where you can ask questions, you're a part of it throughout the whole thing, you can get specific help from me on the stuff that you're doing. Yeah, this is the last time I'm gonna do this for a while. I may do another boot camp live, but it won't be until so much has changed in the online industry that I need to do an updated class. This information you have now will be good for the next year or maybe 2. Of course, having an online business, you have to always evolve and learn new things that are out there on your own. That's part of your responsibility. But unless there's like more ways to make money that come along, or better ways to do what you're doing, then I may do another live class to add on. But until then, these classes y'all get, this information, you see this woman making money from a class she took from me 4 years ago, and and that class didn't have half the information that's in this boot camp now. That's how much has changed. But with that information, she's still making it in today. So it's not like the information is obsolete and you can't use it, but so much has changed. It's just so much easier ways to get stuff done. And there are more ways to make money now than there were back then.
So imagine when I take this class now, I'm gonna come up off this bad boy with 4 or 5 more businesses. I like my juices is flowing now. Like I can't even imagine. Like, yeah, I need to be in this class because I'm getting ready to. Oh, it's getting ready to happen. Oh my goodness. Okay, I like this. Yeah. I have a few more. I have a few more business after this class.
Yeah,
because I am one that take the knowledge and apply it and use it.
Yeah, and you already got it going, so it's going to be easy for you. And some of the knowledge may even help you just add to the stuff you're already doing.
Yeah.
To kind of, make it bigger or do it in another more automated, easier way. Or open you up to more marketplaces that you might not know about.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. I like that. I'm going to be shouting this out. I need to be telling people about this class. Like
And
for
let me
real,
say,
like
if you do, first go over to the website, mxcourses.net, because one thing we do have now that y'all have asked me for over the years, we actually have an affiliate program. So if
are
you
you
sign up,
serious?
yes. So go over to the website, Network, I'm sorry, mxcourses.net, and go to the bottom of the page, like I taught y'all in class. And at the very bottom is say affiliate program. And so click there and you can sign up and you make 10% off everybody that comes and joins from your link. So we're talking about this
Okay.
boot camp. You're going to get $30 a pop for everybody that sign up. So, they can add up pretty quickly. So for all the people and the students been asking me, if you're like, I'm not taking the class over, but you want to tell people about it, we talk about affiliate and making money that way. You can definitely do that and go over there and sign up for the program. Also, we do have Klarna and Afterpay now. So we have that as payment sources on there, which is a great thing to have for any business. But we'll talk about that. You'll learn that in boot camp, you guys, to have these different payment things. It allows more people to actually come and get what you have. Some people might not buy it today, but if they could do Klarna or Afterpay and they break that shit down in 8 payments and it's only $25 to get started, you know how many more people? And you get your money up front. From Klarna and Afterpay, you get your money up front from them. The people making the payments, that's between them and that person.
Right.
So you still get the full amount like you made the regular sale.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's exciting. I know. I need to come on this live with you tonight. That's good. Oh, this is good. I like it. I can't wait. I'm excited. That's good.
There, I put in the
doing
chat.
big things, Mama.
I'm trying. Look, there's my email for the person that asked for my general email. That's the one you can send it to if you're trying to send something to me. And let me go back and say shout out to My Life's Been Exchanged for Yours, FBA. Thank you for the $10 holler. He said I'm not going nowhere. This is my country. Certified salute to you, Michie. And the 176 first tank. Valentine, look at you. 19, that's my number though, 44. 1944, the first Black Panthers. Happy Veterans Day. Yes, happy Veterans Day. See, y'all can forgive me because I don't celebrate no holidays. So I forget about all them shits.
When is Veterans Day?
I haven't been many places, so I forgot that it was Veterans Day. But shout out to all of the Black vets that done sat and fought for this country, that treat you like shit and then leave you homeless. I sure hope it turn around for you one day. I really do. Y'all need to get up and all go take a homeless shit on the Capitol steps. That's what y'all should do. Yeah, that's what y'all should do. You know what I'm saying? And then go around to the back door and tell them y'all need something to eat. Shit. That's what y'all have to do.
Listen, I need them to listen to you. You say, listen, I remember you say this all the time. You don't even get solutions no more because you, like you said, you can tell them, but y'all ain't gonna do nothing. But y'all really do need to shut this shit down. Like blow it up, shut it down, whatever you gotta do. You gotta do it because I'm telling you, y'all, they don't hear you. They need to feel you. They need to feel you guys. They need to feel you.
I don't know if they're gonna feel me. They're gonna feel it. And that's when my words will be felt, if that makes sense. When they feel it in their life, the stuff I'm talking about, then that's when what I'm saying will become real. The sad part of that is it'll be too late. Once it hits you, it's too late. It doesn't hit you now. The information was so that you will be prepared when it came for you. So it didn't hit you as bad. But when these things begin to hit people in their life, like even now, I get people who still argue with me and they be like, oh, AI ain't taking all our jobs. I don't care. Believe what the fuck you want.
Exactly.
It's okay. And then
because when it happens,
when you lose your job, and then you spend the next 8 months and say, damn, I have filled out 100 applications in the past 8 months and nobody will hire me. Then you're going to remember what I said to your ass. Just saying.
No, I try to tell people, and this is what I told my sons when I was, when they was coming up. And I told them, I said, listen, there's nothing wrong with working. Okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But I want you to understand as men in this world, don't ever allow another man to dictate how you live, where you live, what you drive, when you vacation, where you vacation. Because as long as you're working for that man, he dictates what you drive. Because if you want to go out here and you want to drive a Mercedes or drive one of these fancy ass cars that I don't give a damn about, but if you want to drive them, but he ain't paying you but $15, $16 an hour, he's dictating whether you're going to be able to drive that car or not. If you want to go live in a high-rise apartment downtown Atlanta and you got to pay $4,000-$5,000 a month for rent, if that job ain't paying you money to cover that rent, then is he not dictating where you live? You allow another man to dictate where you live, what you drive, where you vacation. But again, like you said, everybody don't have that, because entrepreneurship is nothing to sneeze at, because this ain't easy out here, guys. I promise you. But if you want
it's a mindset. But what I will say
Yeah.
to this, when people be like, well, I don't want to be an entrepreneur because what if a business venture goes away or it doesn't work, right? I look at that in the same way as people who work. Because if you go to a job, your job is not guaranteed. You could lose your job tomorrow. And then what are you going to do? You're going to be on the hunt for the next job to employ you. Well, as an entrepreneur, all my life, I have always been on the hunt to find the next business that will succeed, or the next thing I can do to make some money. So if one of the things happens that goes down, just like people who have jobs, I maneuver. If this isn't working anymore, let me find something else that does work. So for me, it's the same thing. I think that too many people have been conditioned that you have to build somebody else's dreams and work. So they feel like, oh, if I step out on my own, like, that's a wish and a prayer. Well, you filling out an application is a wish and a prayer too. They might not call your ass back. So again, it's the same mentality, but not necessarily the same mindset. Like, I go about it in the same way as you. Do I ever stress, or sometimes a business wouldn't be this way all my life, or I lost a stream of income or something? Yes, but then I maneuvered. Just like if you lose a job, you're going to stop buying excess shit because the money you have saved up. Okay, but right now I lost that stream of income until I can maneuver and put some more time into this other thing I've been trying to do or whatever. Let me hold back on some of my spending. We have the same ways that we do things. It's just you go look for another job. I just go look for another way to make money.
That's it.
That's what I do. So that's the only difference. Is just how we see. But I get it. Some people are more comfortable. Everybody's not a business owner or something. Some people are more comfortable going to work, working a shift and doing their job and going home. If something fucks up in the facility where they work, I'm still clocking out and going home. Go call the manager. Go call the supervisor. Yeah. That's not my problem. So when you are an entrepreneur, though, the thing is that everything is your problem. Everything is. Even the people you hire, if they don't do their job right, that's still your problem. So everything comes back to you. And some people are just like, I'd rather not have to deal with all that. I'd rather have to call somebody else. So, and I get that. It's just different people. I don't think that a business owner or a worker is anyone is either better or lower than the other. I just think it depends on who a person is and, where they're at. But for me, I've just never been a person. I don't like people. First of all, I like to sleep. And I don't like getting up early in the morning to be at somebody's job. And I don't like staying up all night to be at somebody's job because I don't work night shift. And I don't like people talking to me crazy and then you got to hold your tongue because you might lose your job. Whatever. Every job I've ever had, which is a few, I went to work too quick. Like, I didn't like none of them bitches. And the moment that God opened the door and was like, you don't ever have to go back here again, I went back one last time just so I could quit on you bitches. I came in the day to tell you I quit. And I'll never forget the day I got that restaurant. And I went to the work, and not only did I quit, I took 2 of their employees with me. Who's coming with me? And I gave their ass a job. Like, that was my poetic justice. I got up early for that. I went to work just to quit. That's what you.
Wow.
I was
that
so
was sweet. That was sweet. I like that.
I'm just not built to work for nobody. I've never been that way. I'm late for everything. I'll be late to the lives, y'all. And this is my own goddamn house. I'm late for everything. I don't like being told when to get up. And knowing what I know now in the life I've lived, you couldn't tell me to work for an hour and hand me a $50 bill. That might be all right as an extra stream of income, depending on how much I got to do. But $50 for an hour? Bruh, I will spend this plus 20 more on DoorDash for me and my kids. What are you talking about?
My sister thought I was crazy.
To order DoorDash.
Yeah. They think you're crazy. But I'm gonna tell you something. I think the message is really, guys, y'all see what we're going through. Y'all see the world that we're living in. We'll never go back to what y'all think it was anyway. And one stream of income is too close to none. Like, yeah, you can have your job, but at least have another stream of income to hold you, to keep you afloat, because it ain't sometimes when, I mean, if that job is going to let you go, it's when, because it's all coming to a head. Because like she just said, whether y'all believe it or not, AI is not coming. It's here. It's here. And it is getting ready. Y'all ever go into a store and the waitress is a robot? Oh, they got those things out here now. I done saw them. I promise you they're out there.
The most average basic jobs are what's leaving first. Cashiers, stockers,
Yeah.
warehouse workers,
Yeah.
gas station clerks. They got vending machine gas stations now. Like you just walk up to the gas, they have everything in there so nobody can run up in there and steal from the gas station or nothing or none of that. So like all of those jobs, the retail stores are closing down. If they can sell their products online, they can just have a warehouse. Why would they pay for employees, people to stock the shelves, the electric bill, the lease to own that, to lease that building, to have their products in it, when they could just leave it in the warehouse, put it all online and sell it and not need to spend any of that money? They are a smart company if they do that. So all the people that work in retail, your stores are closing because they're going online. So why don't you learn some skills and then see if they'll give you a job in their advertising department?
Yeah.
Because you paid $50 to take a Google certified class, which they need somebody to market their shit on Google. It's not as easy as just pushing a button. Like there's a method to marketing online. And if you don't know, you're going to get it wrong. So, again, people don't understand how to transition with the change, but all jobs are going away. And it's going to start with the most average job that Americans have that poor people keep, the average fast food job. I'm going to go work at Walmart as a cashier, warehouse jobs. Baby, them is going away. You're not going to DoorDash anymore. You're not going to Uber Eats because drones are getting ready to start delivering all of that too. So you're not going to do that anymore. And when it comes to 18-wheelers, y'all truck drivers, y'all jobs is out the door because they already have driverless cars. They're already here. They're not being created. They're already here. Uber driving, not just delivering shit. We have them here in Georgia. I don't get in them because I don't trust them. Plus, I got my own car. But I do catch Lyft sometime when I'm going out to drink. I'm not driving. I'm responsible. Right? But they have ghost Ubers. There's nobody in the Uber. We don't need you to pick anybody up now. So, I mean, those most basic jobs that a lot of people, those are going away now. They're leaving right now. If you lose one of those jobs that I just mentioned, you are not going to find another one. You can fill out all the applications you want. You won't find another one. Teachers are coming next. They got AI assistants for the kids in the classroom. So teachers, you're getting ready to lose your job next. Okay. In the healthcare field, there will be a lot of you that will lose your jobs now, not necessarily the doctors or things like that are up there front and first. But yes, a lot of you CNAs and stuff like that, they're going to have these robots that can fill up people's waters, that can notify people when they have stuff, that can bring them their food, like some of that basic shit that you're doing. So they already have bedside nurses that are made by AI. So yeah, I mean, you're going to get that too. And when people are doctors and they're surgeons, they already have AI doing surgery now because they say they're more precise. They don't get tired. Some surgeries are hours long. And instead of having a human do that when they can't, and focus that long, a computer can, with the robotic arm and laser incisions, they actually do better cuts and everything. And they don't do shit like leave tools inside of the patients and sew them back up, because doctors have done that. And so they're already using these for that. So, I mean, there's a lot of jobs that are out of here. And when you talk about packages, if you drive for UPS, we already know they laying everybody off, but UPS, even for the post office and stuff, because packages are going to start to be delivered by drones. These companies aren't going to pay for the shipping. You'll pay them, but they're going to send the drone from the Amazon factory warehouse that's in your state, and it's going to drop it on your doorstep. A drone going to drop off your package. Now, the day a drone does, you going to remember this conversation, be like, God damn, Meechie said this shit. Take a video of it and post it online. You might go viral or something and get monetized. But I'm telling you, it's coming. So it's here. You just haven't seen it yet, but it's already here. So
absolutely. Listen, the funny thing is, I was watching the video. They have a robot in the surgery room handing the doctor the tools. Like literally, the hand comes over and handing him whatever the tools that he was wanting. That I'm like, listen, ain't no job safe. Ain't no job safe.
No job is safe at all. That's the truth. No job is safe. The people in Hollywood are even getting laid off. They're not getting laid off. What's happening is, do you know that companies are paying for their likeness. So what that means is we don't need you to show up on any set for any fucking movie. We need permission to use you for the next 10 movies we're going to make. We'll pay you a certain amount. They're going to take your image, and you may have to show up and get all these 3D angles taken of you, 360s, and turn around. And AI is going to produce the movies. This technology is already here. AI is going to produce the movies, and there's going to be no more $1 million sets. They're going to create the set through AI, and they're going to place your ass in any motherfucking movie they want, and you never have to show up and act in the movie ever again. So when shit like that is going on, those jobs are gone. Writers,
oh yeah,
you can write a whole book on Chat GPT. Don't worry, in class I'm gonna show you.
okay. That's that now. If that ain't the truth, and put it and start selling it the day you finish it, it ain't gonna take you no more than 30 minutes to write that mug. Trust me.
Chat GPT will write your book for you. You got an autobiography, and it ain't like that. But even if you want to write a book for yourself, it can write what you want. When people think that, they be like, well, I don't want them to write my book. No, what you're doing is you're putting your information in, and they're structuring the book. So I always tell people to use talk to text. So I'm not a writer. So what I would do if I was going to write a book about anything, I would talk it. It turns it into text. I would take that text. I would slap it in Chat GPT and tell them this is the introduction to my book. Make sure it's in proper form. Add what you need to add. But boom, boom, boom. And so you do it one chapter at a time. Now we're going to do chapter 1, and I talk and tell them what I want to think, and then I tell them to take that information I gave them and put it in the book form, and they're going to break it all down. They're going to make sure it sounds real. You can even say to them, I want this book to be on a 10th grade reading level. We know that the average person, don't get stuck on that, but the average person is not reading on some high class level. Even the 40-year-old going to work, they're reading on a certain level. That's just how it is, basic shit. So you can be specific about who your audience is, whether you want the chapter to hold excitement, whether you want it to be serious, whether you want it to be inspiring, whether you want it to be powerful. You just have to learn how to prompt it right. And they're going to write each chapter for you, boom. And that book you was going to write that was going to take you a year to type that shit out on your computer, I'm going to be honest with you, it might take you, I don't know, 2-3 weeks for you to take the time and perfect it like you want. If it's the big ass book, make sure everything they wrote is right. If it's a long ass story, but yeah, we just cut down your time using AI tools from a year of writing a book to less than a month of writing a book. And that's real life facts right there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, everybody using their job.
Y'all better listen to her. Y'all better listen. I'm telling you right now. I got a couple of them on there that I'm selling that's going off the shelf. It's just that easy. It's all about the prompts. When she teach y'all the prompts, it's a win-win go.
You gotta know how to talk to AI. Yeah. If you don't know how to talk to it right, most people get on Chat GPT and talk to it like it's Google. No, it's not what you do.
No.
All right, let me read these super chats. I'm gonna get my butt out of here because Nadia, we on here like we talking to ourselves. I know we got to chat. You will be here till 5 a.m, just me and you. You already know what we get to talking about.
I do. I do. But
and if you do decide to come in the boot camp, let me know. Let me know, and if you want, I'll send you the discount so you can do the 50% off.
Oh, I'm definitely. I will be contacting you. It's late here. It's real late where y'all at. It's 10 o'clock here, so I know it's 1 o'clock over there where you at.
I'm a night owl. I'm about to go take a bath and drink some wine and prepare my dinner for tomorrow, and so it's ready to go in the oven. I'm making shepherd's pie. It's 1:30. I will be up till 4. Don't pay me no mind.
I know. Well, thank you again, sis. I appreciate you. You know I love you. Anytime you need me, you know where I'm at.
Yes, I do. All right. You enjoy the rest of your night.
All right. You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, let me see. We got some. Okay, let me go back to that one. I put it up on the screen and I clicked it away. So let me say this first. I do super chat. They asked about the survival class. Tomorrow I will have the information. I am doing a survival class. Like I told y'all, I have a hard time fixing my lips to charge people for a survival class right now when I know that it's really needed, although I've offered it a whole lot. But so what we're doing, you guys, I'm just waiting on some more information from the people I want to help. I have 2 people, a sister and a brother. Not that they're brothers in family, a man and a woman, let me say it like that. And they need some help, some financial help. And the sister, she's been struggling for a long time. She lost her job a while back and she busts her ass every day. She does food delivery and things like that. Her lights was cut off not too long ago. She got them back on, but she just been struggling. And it would just be nice for her to breathe a moment. She don't celebrate holidays or none of that. So that's not the issue, to give her kids a good Christmas. But and the brother just going through some hard times. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just waiting on the right information from them once I have it all. So by tomorrow, we should be good. I will post their information and post the class. Now, the class will be up there. But if you would like to take the class, it will be free for anybody who is willing to send a donation to either one of them. You can send it to both or just one. Whatever you can give as a donation. There's no set price on it. And once you do that, I just need you to take a screenshot, email it to me. I'll give you guys the email address so I can see that you donated to one of them to help them out. And then I will send you the link to put in for the class to get 100% off. And it's free to you. So, I mean, you guys will have that option. The class will be up there, what the price of the class is, and it's $49, but it will be free to you. If you, I will give you the 100% off if you send a donation instead to either one of those people. I would prefer if you do that than purchase the class. That way we can help them out. So that's the only way I know how to do it. I can offer something to the community. There's some of y'all that may not have the $50. I know that seem like it's not a lot to some people, but for some people it is right now. And so, you know, if you got $5 to give, that's fine. But what I would like you to do is give it to them, not give it to me. Okay. So once I have the information, I'm waiting on one more person's information of where they have ways that they can receive money. So you guys will have several options. I'll put that up there, and then you guys can, you know, donate to them so that they can have some relief, you know, right now at this time in their life, you know, and not have to worry about a bill being cut off. We don't know how long this will last forever for them, but I think it would just be nice to know this month the bills is okay and the lights ain't going out, and you know, I can, you know, have dinner to eat and a roof over my head and not feel any kind of way and be sitting in the dark with my kids, you know. So anyway, that's what we're doing with the survival class. So I'm just waiting on that information. By tomorrow, I should have all of that to put up, and the class will be on the site at MX Courses. You can always go over there, you guys, too, and sign up. Once it is up, I will, of course, send out an email to everybody as well as announcing it here to let you guys know that the survival class is up, okay? And then that's the Survival 101 that I will be doing. We still also will have a class that I won't be teaching that the brother from Rebels in the Garden will be teaching, and he'll be teaching a class. I don't know, that might be more than one class. It might be a series of classes, but he's going to teach everybody about growing food. In any environment that you're in, you don't have to have a backyard. You can grow in boxes, totes, a bucket, whatever, right? So he's going to talk about that, the type of seeds you're supposed to use, and the important things you need to know about being able to grow up food and the type of things you can grow up fast. This man grows all kind of food in his backyard. He is an organization. He does it with his kids and the kids in the community. They make so much food in his backyard that they go to the farmer's market to give it away to people because it's so much of it. So he's definitely good at what he does. He was at the Black Agenda in Atlanta that we had. He came out. And so anyway, that's what's going on with the survival classes. So just stay tuned, and that's coming. Okay, you guys. Shout out to My Life Been Exchanged for Yours in the house with the $5 holler. Hey, brother. It's good to see you. Says, but Michi, everybody can't be entrepreneur, but an entrepreneur still needs workers. Just pay them good. Absolutely. I agree with you. Everybody is not an entrepreneur. It's a certain mindset. Some people have more security in on. If I go to work and I put in these hours, I'm going to get a paycheck at the end of the week. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, depending on where you're at in your journey or what you're doing, you can put in all kind of hours and not never get paid. I used to work 12 and 14 hours at my restaurant. Every Friday, I would pay all the employees and I would purchase more food for the rest of the week. And I would just make me a cheeseburger or something, eat it, and then go home. I never got paid the whole time I had a restaurant, even though I put in 14. Shit, some days I had 16-hour days I would work. Yeah, making money online is more easier than that has ever been, but I don't know how many people who would have done that or had the ability to do so. But you're right. Everybody's not an entrepreneur. That is absolutely right. Ain't nothing wrong with that if that's not your thing. But don't worry, in the boot camp, you're going to learn a lot. You can get a job. If that's what you want, we're going to teach you that too. If you want a job, we're just going to teach you how to get a job online. Where to get the skills to get a job. Because people might, like me and the sister on here who have businesses, we need people, right? But we need you to understand certain things in order to hire you for what we need you to do. So you got to learn those skills so that you're hireable for people that have online businesses. There's certain things we need from y'all as certain skills that y'all may not need, but you could go get them skills in a matter of days. Some of them skills don't even take a week for you to take the class. Some of the classes is like a 72-hour class, and you can take it at your own pace, right? Shout out to Dee Dee with the $10 holler. Says, thanks for the knowledge, Michi. Y'all appreciate it. Thank you. I thank you. Thank you for appreciating me, and I appreciate y'all too. Again, as I say, it's 1:30 in the morning here. I don't know where it is where y'all at, and it's still 700 people in here with us. I love y'all. Thank you for loving me. I know I'll be cutting out the naysayers, but I gotta always stop and remember to give love to those of you that love on me. And I just want to say thank you. I'm very grateful for that. There's a lot that I have in my life. But one of the things I'm grateful for, I don't know how many people can say that they have affected thousands of people's lives in a positive way, that they are loved by many, and have inspired many. And just the emails over the years y'all have sent me from people who was like, Michi, I was gonna give up on life, and I watched your video, and you was like, don't you never let no motherfucker hold you down in life. Like, you don't lay down till you dead. And I heard that, and I got up. And if you could do it, you right, I could do it too. Like, I didn't know I was gonna be saving lives when I got here the way that I am and what I'm doing, but everybody can't say that. And I feel really blessed to know that I have made such a difference in so many people's lives, and that I'm loved by so many people. That is a great accomplishment that everybody doesn't get to say they've experienced in life, and I have. So I'm very grateful. I appreciate y'all. So thank you very much for the love and appreciation that you have for me. It means a lot to me. So thank you very much for that. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Yes, the donation class. The donation is for the survival class, not the boot camp. The boot camp, you're gonna pay what you're gonna pay because it's a good price and it's up in there. And we got some seats left. I don't know, 17, 20. I forgot already, like 20 seats or something. Left, and we start Sunday. So anyway, y'all, I do limit the class. Let me see. How do I sign up? Only because I want to be able to give y'all enough attention. If I market, I didn't even market this class because it was filling up so fast. If I would have marketed it on Instagram or other places, like I could have had 500 people in the class, but I don't want to do that because I want to be able to give the time and attention to the people that are in there, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I had too many people. But yeah, that's for, let me see, for the survival class, y'all. Okay, so for the person who said that they want to sign up for the boot camp and they did purchase my class a while back, send me an email at TheRealMichiX. There you go. There go my email address. So y'all send me an email address. I'm not going to bed. I'm for real and finna take a bubble bath and cook some dinner and drink some wine. So I will be up. So I'm going to go in a few minutes, and give me about 20 minutes. I will answer your emails for those that are in there. But if you have taken my course, if you've ever taken a course with me before, the fact that you have supported, you have already spent money. A lot of y'all have done things, but life got in the way. You didn't get to use the knowledge like you should have. And so the fact that you've already supported, you will get 50% off of the course. So it is $150 for you. It is normally $299. Okay. And so anyway, you email me, I will send you the link where to go sign up, and I will send you the code to get the 50% off for those of you that are in that space. Okay. So just send me an email, you guys. Shut up. Faith gonna say, don't cry, Michi. I am a crybaby. It's so funny because people be like, oh, look at Michi, look at them Pisces. They are crybaby. Why you cry? I will beat your ass while I'm crying. Let me tell you. Okay. The craziest people cry when they get mad. That is me. I am nice until I'm not. So I cry a lot, but so what? It's good for you. It purifies your soul. You can't keep all of that shit in here. And yes, y'all will make me cry. I meet people outside, and it's funny. If I go to Walmart or go to the airport, I'm somewhere, and y'all walk up to me, and y'all will be crying. Oh my God, it's Michi. I'll be like, why is people crying? And then I'll start crying, and then we in the airport or in Walmart on aisle 6 by the sheets crying. And people be like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Because I'm going to beat you. But I am a crybaby, okay? But don't let the tears. Ooh. It's a distraction. It's really a distraction from what I'm about to do. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'm getting out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, wait a minute. I think, let me go back to this for MX Network. Somebody, Candice said, okay, Michi, I took the boot camp last year, but I decided stupidly to be fed and not look at it. Okay. So I'm going to spend again, and now I have nothing but time. Okay, well, good. So Candace, the fact that you have time, because you said, please tell me. Okay, so Candace, if you are in there, let me know that you in there. I don't know if you already signed up. If not, send me that email, Candace, so I can give you the 50% off, okay? So, and then I will see you in class. We'll have a good time on Sunday. I'm excited because I do have some of my older students that I remember each and every one of y'all when we have these classes, and I've had consultations with y'all, and I've seen y'all face. So for the people that I've already met and know, like, I'm excited to see y'all again. I really am. We're going to have a good time. I enjoy boot camp. And for those who haven't taken a class with me, I'm not going to cuss nobody out in the chat. I'm not going to cuss at all when I do class. I'm on YouTube. I'm talking to you. We having a conversation like we cousins, okay? When I get in my class, I'm in teacher mode. So we act like a teacher, okay? just so you know, there will be no cussing in this boot camp. So if that's what you came for, you could get a refund because there will be no cussing. No cussing at all. Okay, let me see. D Major, thank you. Hey, D Major, with the $2 says, did you see Northern Lights tonight? No, I didn't. I've been in the house. It's cold as hell here right now. No, I ain't been outside. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Have a good night. That's all the questions. I answered the one at MX Network too. Shout out to y'all. Any information y'all need that I haven't, after I put it in the chat, in the description of the YouTube video is the link for the boot camp, you guys. And also is the link for MX Network. So if you don't want to watch commercials when I'm live over here on YouTube. All right. Y'all have a good night, and I will talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow. Talk to y'all tomorrow.